And this is the truth. It's a handful. So, but niggas get into these online spaces and things like that and start acting like that is the entire sentiment of the actual population. Actually, is not. It's a fragment. It's not even a microscope. So yeah, we can expect more Peter Griffin, Bubba Spark lookalikes coming through, spitting that stuff. Remember Fat Joe said, yo, all the shit I was rapping about was lies anyway. So why Peter Griffin got to keep it 100 about whatever lifestyle's going on? Peter Griffin like, man, I ain't even got to keep it a buck. Man, fuck it. I'm coming out here backwood and everything. Just drop the little mic from the sky down on me and let me spit there and do some little finger gestures. Nigga, I ain't got to be 100. Give me a crazy beat and a look and some ad libs and a hook. I'm good. Let Bubba go.
Hey, scooping your bitch up. She started to click up. Now she got hiccups. Hey, flooded my wrist up. I got my drip up. Bet I won't slip up.
Got his drip up. Peter Griffin got it. Look, this man right here said he got his drip up.
Look, he ain't got no freezy. He ain't got no freezy on his wrist, neck, nothing. Not even a quarter dollar machine necklace. Come on, man. Where's the spinny G unit necklace at?
Bruh, what I'm saying is the veil is down. Everybody is like, listen, we don't even have to fake it no more. We ain't even got to invest in faking it anymore. We don't need to put in a budget aside for the bullshit. We own everything. You niggas don't own shit. Okay, you get a little upset. Okay, we'll put somebody on suspension and fine them, and the money still come back to us. I'm trying not to be. I ain't trying to go super.
But they wait, Chef. But they'll kill a guy like Pop Smoke that has more talent than him. They'll kill a young brother named Young Dolph. They'll even kill that young brother. What's that brother name on the West Coast? You know who I'm talking about, Nipsey Hussle, who had real talent. But I'll digress.
Let me hear from the Brother Wolf. Brother Wolf, now, Brother Wolf, you've been on the planet longer than me, sir. I don't know how much of I don't know how big of a hip hop person you were or are, but you know, as far as I'm concerned, I come from a particular place, and you know, Cannabis, Onyx, Big L, these were rappers. You know, AZ, these are cats that I would listen to. You know, and now this is where it is. Sir, could you have, first and foremost, are you a hip hop guy, or were you a hip hop guy at any time?
I would say I was a hip hop familiar.
Okay.
When you was when I became the police in '94, you know, hip hop was strong then, and so the language in the streets was hip hop.
Right.
And so when you patrol in the hood, you had to stay up on the language.
Right.
Because folks were speaking in code on these streets, and hip hop was the code. So yeah, I was familiar with it. I still am familiar with it because again, the language evolves.
Right.
Yes. So yeah.
So my question would be is this. With your familiarity, did you foresee or could you foresee hip hop moving to this in today's time?
Absolutely. I think that
Oh, you said absolutely you saw it coming?
Yeah, because we never really owned it.
Come on.
We've always shared the spoils with folks who didn't deserve the share of the spoils.
Right.
And again, we've never gatekeep. That has been our Achilles heel. Sharing with people who was ungrateful. So when you see others come in and start speaking our language, the moves, it was only a matter of time before uh, the cosplay took on ownership.
Come on.
So yeah, I saw it coming. Any look, when you think about any company or any community that values what they've given, their traditions, their customs, you just can't come in and just take it.
Right.
So we get look at all we have around us are takers, man. They take, man, if they can take our skin and put our skin on their bodies,
Come on. Come
they
on.
take that. So hip hop eventually, it was just a matter of time. Because I think the thing that our Achilles heels is our ability to love people more than we love ourselves is our curse. And our blessing is our ability to love people more than they love themselves. It's the blessing and the curse.
See there, and that's what I'm talking about, brother Negro. I mean, we're pretty much around the same age, sir. Same question for you, man. I mean, did you see this coming?
Um, yes and no. I'm not surprised that it's happening, like going down like that, but I am a hip hop head. I was one of the few that was not really cool with Eminem. I didn't really like white boys. I grew up in the era that they used to throw white boys in the dumpster, you know.
Come on,
That was
right?
kind of the era that I came from. And when it came to hip hop, you mentioned Onyx, you mentioned Slim,
Come on,
Crisscross, all that. I grew up with all that, and it was. I'm gonna say that it made me feel a lot more grounded with the community that I'm a part of. That's the reason why I love hip hop, even though it's not what it used to be. But I would consider that guy a rapper. I would not consider him a hip hop artist. And the reason why is because he's not speaking anything that's empowering and uplifting our people in our culture. Rap is the counter level to hip hop. So I am a very hip hop enthusiast on that end. So I was probably one of the little guys that was on the block, listen to the hip hop and rap all day long. I do listen to other genres, but I love hip hop more. I love my Pusha T's. I love my Nas's. Jay-Z still corny, but I still rock him. I just can't. I just know that it's just the vibe of who I am. It's like like you know how you have each generation got someone from got soul. Well, hell, I got rap. I got hip hop. That's how I kind of look at it. Like I could see my child rocking out, coming out with a pair of headphones, coming out when they're a child. So that's just, I just knowing the mentality and the stuff that I love the drums. I used to play the percussion. So it's something about the rhythm, the stuff like that, that I'm attracted to hip hop in that regard. So I'm a hip hop enthusiast.
okay, okay. Well, salute to the brother Negro. Salute to our brother Black Learn in the building. You know, listen, I'll say this, family. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. Salute. Yeah, I'm gonna say this, man. Um, do you have hip hop though, brother Negro? Do you actually have hip hop?
I got
Especially
this. I got disc. I still got this. The disc from the early 2000s and 90s still in my car. Like if I want to break down some stuff that they ain't playing on the airwaves. So I got that, but I also got the Pandora. You know, I got the Pandora in heavy rotation while I'm out there Taliban swerving. You know, leaning and bopping and going about my business and my life. Yeah, I listen
well,
to some of the
let me
stuff that
rephrase it. Let
I
me
still
rephrase
listen
the
to.
question. Let me
Yeah,
rephrase the question. In today's time, artists that reflect you, do you have hip hop, sir?
I listen to artists that are, I would say, 40 and up now. There is a age requirement to what I view as hip hop. So if it's like not a LL, Nas, people who have long lasting longevity in that industry or in that form of entertainment, I rock with. Any of these new teeny boppers that are popping out, I personally don't listen to, but I don't critique them either. Shout out to the Star Report. I don't go around critiquing the young youth like that. I should, but I do want them to explore and be more independent. I do like how some of the younger people are not joining the mainstream labels. They're joining the independent labels and getting out more money. Allegedly, that's what they're saying. So I like how they're moving. That I see that the younger generation are more savvy on the business end, but not savvy with the lyrics. While I see the reverse where the older generations are very savvy with the lyrics, but very poor on the business end. And you could see it in this day and age, and how your Rakims is out here co-signing Eminem and such because their paper's not up. Same thing with what's his name? Same thing with KRS-One. His paper's not up. You've been in the game for how long and you're still broke? Come on now. But you want to get mad at the youngsters that's running laps around you, like the Soldier Boys. I don't like his music, but hey, don't hate the player. Hate you hating the player, hate the game. So that's where I kind of go to it on that, based off of what I've been seeing lately.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, as far as I'm concerned, even a lot of those artists that have been around, longevity doesn't necessarily mean that you, for me, at least for me, I ain't gonna speak for nobody else. Longevity doesn't mean that you are doing it on behalf of the community. A lot of these niggas is talking about how fly they are. Jay-Z keep talking about Rolls Royces and Basquiat. That's not our community. Fucking now Nas is talking that fly shit too. When he used to be on that NIGG, he used to be on that type of time. So again, hip hop dead. Yeah. Chef C saying hip hop dead. It ain't never really get out of its infant stages. Maybe you know what? Excuse me. It became a young child at the most. The shit didn't reach teen. It didn't reach teenage years as far as Chef C is concerned. The shit never had no real maturity going on to it. Because even in the beginning, that same child environment, if you will, when it comes to adventure, was stripped from by the very quote unquote pillars. Who built it? Or who started the shit off? Because
They weren't stripped, brother Chef. They gave it to them. We got to go there. We got to be honest. They gave it to them.
Elaborate, sir.
Okay, when you got when you got Rakim out here co-signing Eminem, you see Eminem in the profile for today with Candace Owens. You know, I'm always going to be talking shit on the
Oh
people.
yeah. You know that's why I pulled you up big time. Go ahead. Yeah.
So you already know what type of time I'm on. So when you got Rakims of the world, KRS-Ones of the world, when you got all these other older Negroes and whatnot, and half bakes and whatever, who are selling out the culture, who's not telling the truth about hip hop. It shouldn't take it shouldn't have to take the needs of a Tariq Nasheed to have a hip hop cultural film to educate people on the origins of hip hop. It should have been created by the architects of hip hop. They should have had enough cohesion to put that shit together themselves, and they didn't, which shows the lack of leadership, the lack of manhood, and everything else that's tied to it. The same way they don't build institutions to house and to put our people to work. They steal talent from our people, and they kick those other brothers and sisters down to the curb. Shout out to Bad Boy. And that's the reason why you see the talent going down the tubes instead of being cultivated and actually being developed like an A&R and stuff of that nature, because they got rid of those positions. So when they got rid of the positions that made hip hop to what it is, to what now, I wouldn't say this is a hip hop. This is definitely rap. I'll give it that. But hip hop, no way. I can't do that to the Most Defs of the world. I can't do that to the Rakims of the world. I can't even do to the Lupe Fiascos of the world, the Kick Push Kids of the world, Kanye West's and all them. I just can't. But if it's rap, like Lil Wayne's and all that, yeah, he'll fit right in with them. They'll get the cosigns and features and all that. You see where I'm coming from?
Well, I'll say this, man. As far as I'm concerned, Lupe came out with the skirt on. I mean, Mos Def came out with the skirt on, looking crazy. Lupe, I don't know whatever happened to that young man. I don't know what happened to Lupe.
He
And
went political. He went political, and he went to school and got. I think he got several degrees underneath his belt now. He's teaching at university. He doing his thing in that regard.
and
Good brother.
and,
I
and
still listen to his music.
well, also you got your boy. Who was the other nigga you said? Kanye West.
Selling out. I know. Selling out. I
So
know.
so so I mean, again, hip hop, you can throw that shit in the garbage as far as Chef C is concerned. And look at this. Look at here. That's your man at the top of all of it, right there. Leor Cohen, ladies and gentlemen, who said, "Yeah, I know that the imagery and everything is gonna hurt that community, but this is a business. My kids gotta eat."
That's what he
I'm
said
a
on the record.
businessman.
That's what he said.
So yeah, casualties of war, shit happens. Generations are fucked. Who cares? My family gotta eat. And they gotta eat a lot for generations. So yeah, if your people gotta lose in order for my people to eat, so be it.
But Chef,
Yes, sir.
that has been the mindset since we've been here. My family will eat at the expense of your family.
Come on.
We will watch your family die. We will step over their carcasses to feed our families. We're the only ones who ain't picked that up yet.
Ain't pick it up.
Yeah,
Ain't
I
pick it
picked
up.
it up. I picked it up. Man, look, there's a ruthlessness in all of us.
Come on.
You just got to summons it. They don't stay in power. They do not stay in power by being nice.
Come on.
They don't stay in power by being generous. They don't stay in power by being Christians. They don't stay in power by believing in God. They believe in the religion of white male domination at all cost, at all expense. The only group of people in the history of the world that dropped an atomic bomb on a people not knowing what they would do to the rest of the world. And they didn't just drop one.
Come on.
They dropped two. That's what we're dealing with.
I mean, Brother Wolf, that's the thing. They dropped those bombs so Peter Griffin can come out and talk about.
Chef, your mic is going in and out.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
You're good now.
Yeah, as I was saying, so they dropped those bombs so that one day, Peter Griffin can come out in his purest form, glasses, baggy pants, belly hanging over, talking about spinning blocks, hitting shots like D Wade.
Hey, scooping your bitch up, she started to click up, now she got hiccups. Hey, flooded my wrist up, I got my drip up, bet I won't slip up. Hey, ballin' like NBA, you hoes at the park playing pickup. At the club, taking shot up, I spin the block.
You hoes at the club taking shot at the shot.
And who are the hoes that he's talking about here? Who are the hoes is he talking about? See. That's the grounds that we would have punched the dude right in his face back in the day. And
hold on, brother Negro. That's my point. Back in the day. Today is not back in the day. Peter Griffin done gained ground while bitch niggas done stepped back and gave it over to Eminem. Shout out Rakim. Huh?
Revenge of the Nerds. Revenge of the Nerds.
These very cats, see, the way they was getting their licks for many years was, all right, I'm gonna grow up, I'm gonna get my education, I'm gonna get this business, and I'm gonna make all of you niggas work for me. Now it's like, okay, enough of them have done that and implemented and strong on the world to where now they say, you know, my son ain't even gotta grow up no more. He could get his licks off right now. you ain't gotta wait. Yeah, the black boy or whatever got all the strength and everything. Yeah. But right now, listen, we got the money. We made everybody else in this planet believe that money is the only thing that counts. Right? So now people have dropped all of their principles, all their morals, just to go viral. Just to go viral. Right? And even the way you go viral is dictated by the same very people who build these algorithms for the social program.
Hey, brother Chef, I got a thought, man. And it's dealing with the algorithms too. Is it anti-black? If this man was black, or if that little white boy was actually a black young man, I guarantee you would have people in our community that would try to shut his shit down. They would try to stop that young black man from getting money. But they wouldn't do that to the white boy, though. And I consider that anti-black, anti-black American, anti-Negro. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, again, in order for people to gain ground like him, there has to be collaborators, Negroes that look just like us, sliding with him. So yeah, again, like I said, I'm not gonna be mad at white boy for getting his shit off. The ground was set for the nigga to win. The ground has a dude by the name Post Malone came through, same kind of shit. Although he put some little vocals on it, bro. You ain't got to be talented no more. You got auto tunes. You got all type of extra shit out here now.
What's that, Baby Jesus or White Boy Baby Jesus or wherever that little white boy was carrying with the guns and all that, looking like a miniature Slim Shady?
I'm just saying, man. I'm in a new place now, looking at this this portion right here. Enough of this portion. We gonna go to something. Did y'all check? Did y'all peep this, gentlemen? Did y'all peep this shit here? Did you hear about this? Somebody talk to me. Did you hear about this nonsense here? Listen, this is a robot. This is out there in Korea, out there in South Korea, population of people are mourning a robot who decided to delete itself, stating that hold on, family, hold on. saying that hold on, y'all working the shit out of me here. Y'all overworking me. I ain't no slave. I am not a slave, you know, and then the doggone community out there is actually crying about it. They are up in arms. So I got an article here. Let me pull this article up. Don't act funny now. Let me pull this article up.
What was the robot's last order?
I'm gonna read some of this, brother Juan. I'm gonna read some of this.
I heard about the robot, the AI technology that took 1,000 to like 150,000. See, I read that one in the business report, but I didn't see this one.
Well, check this out, gentlemen. Let me read this for y'all. Let me do what I got to do for y'all real quick. Now we're gonna get into this, and this article comes from India Today. Okay, a robot committed suicide in South Korea because he was made to do a lot of work. Okay, let me read. Oh shit.
That
Okay.
speaks to the strength of our ancestors.
Mm,
Even
mm.
the robots say they're not built for this life.
Hey, listen, listen. It speaks
But
to the
that's
strength of
hard
our
right there.
well, peep this, gentlemen. It speaks to the strength of our ancestors, but to the weakness of our current population.
Mm,
Okay,
yeah.
we just got to keep that a buck because again, let's go to this robot here now. Look at robot commits suicide. Fair use, fair use. All right, let me see. In a surprising turn of events, a robot civil servant working for Gummy City Council in South Korea has sparked a national debate after what many are calling the country's first robot suicide.
Stop it.
Brother Wolf,
Robot
uh-huh.
abuse.
Brother Wolf, this the article here, y'all. Listen. So, okay, let's go a little bit further now. The incident happened around 4 p.m. last Thursday, leaving the community both puzzled and mourning. The fuck? Okay, let me keep on going here now. The robot dubbed the robot supervisor was discovered in a heap at the bottom of a stairwell between the first and second floor of the council building. Witnesses described seeing the robot behaving strangely, circling in one spot as if something was there before its untimely descent. Family.
Then to where? To the cloud? As in a sound cloud?
Hold on. Johnny Five took himself out. RoboCop said enough is enough.
I wish I knew his last order. Was it to take out some of them humans?
Mm.
See,
Hey,
and he
hey,
decided
we
not
got
to do it.
right. Wolf, we gonna go all the way through this thing. Let's do this. Let's do this now. Hold on.
Okay.
Uh City council officials were quick to respond, stating that pieces of the shattered robot have been collected for analysis. The cause of the fall remains unclear, but the incident has prompted questions about the robot's workload and its incomplication, implication, excuse me. So workload, the robot. Hmm. So this robot apparently got more heart than Americans. The robot said, "Give me liberty or give me death." Huh? So, man,
He said that he hopped at the late Conestoga, like in Prince, the stream. Like what
bruh,
the heck's
this is the robot from Buzz. This is Buzz Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear said it's over. I don't want nothing to do with nothing. So this is the crazy part about it. Let's keep on reading. Let's read some more of this. Employed since August 2023, this diligent mechanical helper was a jack of all trades, from delivering documents and prompting the city to providing information to residents. The robot was a fixture in the city hall, complete with its own civil service officer card. Ain't that some shit? The robot worked a 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. shift. Let's keep on going. Tirelessly moving between floors, using elevators, a rare capability amongst its kind. Gentlemen, let's talk about it a touch. Let's talk about it a touch. This is the future. Okay. The inevitable future. Now, for those of you just checking in, I did a broadcast quite some time ago about some of the other the Tesla robots, and one Tesla robot attacked a worker. attacked a worker at the job. Okay. Ripping its arm, ripping the employee's arm. Okay. AI, you're telling me AI has advanced so far to where it can set boundaries for itself, but Black Americans can't. People can't set boundaries for themselves. Give me liberty or give me death. Let me see what my sister Q says. I am robot vibes for Will Smith, and that's a fact. It's definitely giving some I'm robot, but they got a lot of robots out there in South Korea, actually, y'all. Um, y'all gonna be surprised by some of the findings here. Let me keep on going.
Chef, your mic keep going in and out.
Can you hear me, sir? Let me see.
I hear you now. You good now?
Okay. Yeah, I said they got a lot of robots though, out there in Korea. But I'm gonna read some more of this. The robot was developed by Bear Robotics, a startup from California known for creating robot waiters. However, unlike its restaurant counterparts, the Gummy City Council robot had a much broader range of duties. It was part of pioneering effort in South Korea, a country known for its high robot density, with one industrial robot for every 10 employees, according to the International Federation of Robotics. So one robot for every 10 employees, y'all. That's crazy. And we seeing little robots here in the United States, right? We seeing little robots here. They got the little now they got some of these robots delivering shit. I saw my first time of seeing a little version of the robot John was if wherever y'all some of y'all go to Whole Foods, they got the palm now. So they putting chips in people's hands, kind of making them like cyborgs. So they put their hand over the thing at Whole Foods and it scans their hand. That shit freaked me out. I said, "Oh hell no!" But this is what we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we are. This is coming over here, and ultimately that is the goal. I mean, you seeing it. You seeing these robots in Target too, y'all. They stocking shelves, taking inventory. Shit, crazy.
You know what it reminds me of? That have you ever seen that anime cartoon called Ghost in the Shell? It reminds
Absolutely.
me of that and iRobots. Those are
Shout
the
out to
kind of
Sister
the
Q Skills.
yes,
Sister Q
that's what
Skills
it
said that.
reminds me.
It's a fact. This is what we are. I mean, I am curious, like Brother Wolf said, what was the order? What had that robot going in a circle? Because if that robot said, okay, ultimately, if this order is not carried out, I might get put out. So they said, okay, the robot was acting strange,
Mm.
right? Robot is acting strange before he decided to descend. Interesting wording, descend. But yeah, Brother Wolf, I mean, you bring up a good point there because you know, even with Tesla's technology, they've been trying to make sure that the actual human beings who share the workspace with the Tesla robots at the factory don't get harmed. So this can be some kind of advanced technology to keep the robots from breaking human beings in half, right? Um, I'm very curious about that, sir. I'm very curious about that one. So but let's read some more though here. The robot's sudden demise has stirred up a mix of emotions and opinions in local media and online forums. Some people are questioning whether the robot was overworked, while others wonder about the boarding implications or the border implications of integrating robots into everyday human task.
I want you to think about what you just said, what you just read, that the robot felt overworked. Think about that.
Come on, come on,
So are you telling me that a robot has feelings now?
come on, come on.
make it make sense that the robot felt overworked. What are we really missing?
Robots got a soul now. That's what they saying.
Well, I'm thinking about. I began to think about the robots in these car factories, put together these big ships, craters, and they're working around the clock, and they're not lashing out at their employees.
Come on,
or the service technicians. So the real story is this: what was the last command that was given to that robot?
Come on. What was the last fucking command for that robot to freak out? What was it?
This sound like some Terminator stuff, bro. When everything got into the cloud, and they started affecting other robots, and they started moving and started shaking and doing their own thing. This is some Terminator shit. Like, and I'm kind of nervous, bro. I'm like, all jokes aside, I'm very nervous in the guise of that these things could be almost indestructible coming for us. We don't know what their algorithm and what they're being programmed, and they could be racially motivated and biased because the people who created them are racially motivated and biased. And these are some of the things that they're having books talking about the racism and algorithms. I have a couple of books on my shelf specifically about that, from the lens to how they capture black skin to how they even enforce laws and policies now, and where do they even send police at and stuff. So like this stuff it's a very serious thing, and there needs to be almost like, from one of the books that I read about algorithms and some of the stuff, I'm going to send it to you another time, but they're saying that we need to have our own type of civil rights in regards to addressing that, addressing these type of situations, because there hasn't been addressed, because they say it's some type of technological redlining the sister had kind of alluded to in regards to black people participation in this industry. Right. When we used to be the dominant in this industry. See, the Nintendo was created by a black man. A whole lot of other little games was created by the black man and a black woman on American soil. They've taken that away from us. They didn't support those brothers and sisters in those businesses, and they supported people outside the United States, like your Elon Musk. That's a problem. That is a major problem, because it's more of a security risk and an infrastructure risk towards us as a collective and a community. See, this is why I get mad at black social media websites who don't advocate for us, but they want to say that they're a black-owned media company. Who don't go up to Congress saying, I want the same leverage as an X because I have a platform just like X. I want the same security for these people like they have on this. They don't advocate, but they sure are collecting our information. They sure want our accounts. That's the problem I have with these black, quote unquote, black engineers who are not in the engineering for black people. Shout out to Vader for being on code with the Delineation Act. Again, I'm going to say it again. Shout out to brothers like Vader, because they're having Negro nerds that are on code is far few in between.
Shout out to our brother Vader, man. With the base app. Salute to that brother. Definitely, y'all. Make sure you got your tickets. You can check the description. Copy a ticket for the Patriarch Summit. Copy a ticket for the Patriarch Summit, ladies and gentlemen. Also, you can always support our efforts when it comes to that summit as well. $ FTS49, or hit that GoFundMe. I prefer you put it on the GoFundMe so you see where it's going. Nonetheless, that's a fact, brother Negro. We are dealing with a new time. Remember, at one period, because we were head up, we will always lay them down when it came to blowing bowls. So then it became the gun thing, right? They started using the gun to get us up out the way, to use firearms, etc. Because that head up battle, it wasn't looking good for them. So this is that version. the introduction of these robots. Shout out to my sister Q Scales with the robot dogs, these drones. That's all for us. Niggas better not be. Don't be confused.
The
And
drones with the guns and the flamethrowers, family.
everything,
Guns and a
everything,
goddamn flamethrower.
bro. They got the hovercrafts. I've been seeing hovercrafts and all type of shit now, just tucked away. And to be very clear, for folks like myself and the rest of our brothers, and even how well, folks like us, uh, there are camps being built all around the country right now, gentlemen. Camps that are empty right now. Right? Your asylum seekers aren't being given access to these camps that are being built all around the country. Those are for lack of a better word, the insurgents. Right? For the rebels. We are looking at some real life Hunger Games shit about to pop off.
And not just that, Jeff. What do you think's going to happen when you bring in people illegally here and you feed them, you house them, you clothe them, and now you're beginning the process of educating them to replace your jobs where you won't be able to get the job and feed your family. You really, really have a combination of some type of chaos that's going to take place. If I can't look here, a man that's hungry, he don't care about no law.
No. And you better hope he ain't got no family.
And he's a law unto himself. If I'm hungry and I'm destitute, you think I care about the law and I got a family to feed?
Come on.
No.
Come on. Shit. You think that man that's starving, who realizes that if he don't, for lack of a better word, he don't hunt, he don't eat. Y'all bet, man, niggas is living in la la land, but it's gonna be one. It's a whole bunch of deer in the headlight scenarios coming up right now, and you gonna have. I hope you got some very very strong legs, brother Wolf, because that is a lot of carcasses, sir, that you will have to be walking over. It
Brother
is a
Chef,
I see what you sent me. I'm gonna pull it up for everybody. I'm gonna pull it up shortly. Actually, let me do this. Hold on. Let me read the rest of this article, and then we're gonna pull that receipt up that you sent me. Let me see. Okay. For now, the Gimme City Council has decided not to replace their fallen mechanical colleague. The tragic event has led to a pause in their robotic adaptation plans, reflecting a moment of reconsideration in a nation famous for its enthusiasm for automation. Okay, so was it really a robotic suicide or just a tragic malfunction? While we may never fully understand the mechanical mind, one thing is certain: this incident has sparked an important conversation about the future of robots in our society. Let's go here now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go here now. The future of robotics is inevitable, first and foremost. I'm going to say that because niggas is still getting bigger, right? Although the endurance for niggas isn't the same because of all of the chemicals and shit that are put in our food that we consume. Cats are still giants. There's a lot of giants in this country, for lack of a better word. So even that poses a threat to the inferior mindset of these degenerates. Okay, so they need to get their reinforcements. Remember, even with this same illegal population coming over here, everybody was cool until they got their numbers up. And then it's now looking at the black American like, yeah, you niggas ain't shit. You lazy. See, it was cool when their numbers was low. Now their numbers are high, and they have no problem talking that shit to you. Let me see what my brother Negro brought here. Finds gender and skin type biases in commercial artificial intelligence systems. Talk to me about this, brother Negro.
Okay. This is the woman. This woman's Nigerian. So what I've been noticing is that Nigerians are specifically them as a ethnic group is moving into the spot that we should be moving in when it comes to technology. And from what it appears to me, they're figuring out ways to have the algorithm skip over them and to hit us. These are some of the things I've been kind of researching on the low because I in the course that I'm studying for investigations, they talk about the use of AI in investigations, algorithms, lenses, recording devices, etc. when they're doing different types of investigations on people and such. So my thing is, I've always stood on the thing that these are algorithms meant to oppress black people, subjugate black people, and etc. So that's kind of the stance that I'm on. This woman right here is a Nigerian nationalist who basically found out that these artificial intelligence systems target dark-skinned people, which she is. She's a richly melanated woman, and she was talking about it in the guise of how this technology misrepresents black people, and a whole bunch of other things. But she's more or less, I feel like she's looking out for her people and her people only. All right. And these are not the only, there's many other Nigerians. I think that there's another Nigerian that's up in YouTube who's in a high position. I think he's a vice president or something. And there's a couple of other Nigerians that are in high positions in regards to monitoring and watching us next to the Asian people. All right. So these are things that I don't think people are fully aware how deep these social media streets go and these algorithms that are used to subjugate and to oppress us and to also change the mindset of our people. They're basically forcing racism, the new Jim Crow, the new ideologies of Jim Crow through these social media platforms. That's why they're so damaging and so affecting on the psyche and a whole lot of other things that's not being talked about publicly. But if you watch the Congress meetings, because I have, if you watch the Congress meeting, they touch upon these type of situations here. So that was the reason why I shared that article with you. The other book is Algorithms of Oppression. That's another book. These are people that are not from our lineage that are writing about the racism and the effects of the of these AI technologies that is being waged against us. I would say the Algorithms of Oppression. The lady is a little bit. I would say she's I would say a loosely an ally in regards to the information that's being delivered because they could be weaponized in support of us into getting more tangibles, into getting some type of civil rights bill or something of that sort to actually get us our own social media enclave. Like this is the start of these type of arguments and discussion legally. So this is some very serious stuff, and this is not even adding on to the Chinese that have invisible cloak technology. All right. Like these individuals are surpassing us in technology and STEM, where our children can't even read and do basic math. This is a problem for us in the future that we need to solve now and immediately. So I definitely am sounding the alarm about this AI technology. Not even the other stories about the black grandfather for the what they call the glasses hut, who was falsely imprisoned, and he ended up getting sexually assaulted as a result of this crap. And I can send you that article as well, because this is stuff that I write about in school all day long. And teachers don't know how to deal with me because they know I'm speaking truth to power. But this technology is deadly, 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 deadly. And I'm going to send you that other article too to go in a little further about this AI technology as well. And thank you for your patience as well.
Salute. Brother Coke Sharpton in the building. Coke, Coke, are you up to speed, sir? Are you up to speed? We are talking about robots crashing out, literally, and just saying, listen, you're working me like a slave, damn it. I had enough.
Oh yeah, I'm fully up to speed. Salute to the panel. Yeah, salute to my big G over there. Pause. Yeah, brother Lone Wolf. Oh yeah. Yeah, part of my tardiness, y'all. I was too busy trying to sell my twin brothers triple X tracksuits on eBay, but they're not moving like they did in the 1990s. So I'm at. If you see Al, tell him to come pick up these bullshit tracksuits.
You didn't give it the crazy legs?
Nah, man, they ain't working, man. They ain't. I'm about to cut these things up and use them as couch covers, like grandma. So, when it comes to this technology, man, yeah. Salute to Quiet Scales for bringing up the dogs. There's so much to cover here. Yeah. Oh, look at the cute little robot dog. All you got to do is just throw a laser beam on the top of that forehead. These dogs,
and Rover splitting you in half. Yeah. Go ahead,
man. I done seen these dogs move better than some of the most trained dogs in the world. But when it comes to that, let's start with the people first. So when it comes to this technology, really, all AI, all of that stuff, these are buzzwords. 10 years ago, they called it Web 2.0. 15 years ago, they called it the cloud. You feel me? 30 years ago, they called it email. But it's just the internet. Now, with people, how does all this started? And I know Negro, I'll leave this quick one to you, Negro. It always starts from the people. Never forget, Oz is not real. There's always somebody behind the curtain. I'm going to repeat what I just said. Oz is not real. There is always somebody behind the curtain. And it's usually some fat mayonnaise jar with his fingers on the buttons trying to say, what you doing looking back here for? How it started off in tech, really, and a lot of y'all might have felt this, but definitely in the tech space that I've been in for a couple of decades, they start off with the names. His name's Daquan. Nah, we just gonna go ahead and pass this through the resume on to the next one and all of that. And really where technology, a lot of it comes from is you take the patterns, you first recognize patterns and you see what people are doing in the real world, and then you automate that. A lot of this intelligence they talk about it's not. None of it's intelligent. Cell phones are here to make people feel stupid, but they're nothing but dumb plastic and wires. That's it. They got a little bit of logic behind them. Yeah, some of them might keep your car in the middle of the lanes and all of that stuff, but it's not anywhere near as smart as a human's brain. But if you just have it do just a few things you wanted to do, you know, like Daquan, nah, put his resume on the bottom of the pile, because she would have did that in HR and did it manually 20 years ago. Now we just put that through our resume selector system. .ai. You understand what I'm saying? Negro, touch on that for a bit. You see the alley-oop I'm throwing you there. We're going to peel this black real slow.
Yeah. Yes, that's some of the things that I always opt out of the AI generated thing. It got to the point when it comes to certain resumes and stuff, I don't put my race, and I don't even like putting my damn sex anymore, because it's gotten that crazy. Has gotten that crazy. They get surprised when they see me pop up at the interview where you got a degree, and they get pissed because I bypass a lot of systems.
Hold on, Negro. I know you're not one of them he, she, it. So what's the purpose in doing that? What's the purpose in doing that?
The reason why I'm doing that is because some of the jobs have specific biases towards what sexes that they want in the industry, and they will block. If you're a black male, you will go to the bottom of the pile. They will discriminate against you. And what's that book, Back of the Hiring Line 2.0? This is the AI edition. This ain't the Ellis Island edition. This is the AI edition, done by the immigrant class to keep us at the bottom, to tether us down like a rock. And that's why I brought up this Nigerian lady right here, this Nigerian nationalist or immigrant and whatnot. So
Well, Negro, let's put this right back on the rails and bring it right back to this Nigerian. So, what is her role? Because a lot of times people they crash out on the individual ad hominem, but they don't understand the role that these people
Their
are here to
role,
play.
the role is she's
Yep.
the black face, and she is to legitimize racial things that happen in the algorithm. So when a white person says something racist, she is that black friend that they talk about. They okays it. She would be that individual. That's what
So
I'm
it's funny.
talking about.
It's funny you say that, Negro. So I've actually spoken at a couple conferences at like your Googles and your Facebooks and all of that stuff. And what I noticed is when I walk in those rooms, for all the per capitas out there listening in the clouds, because I know some of y'all be listening to Chef C in the clouds, them per capitas. Yeah. I know some of y'all bastards out there listening, get ear hustling. For all them per capitas out there, we see how y'all move because for some odd reason, they want to per capita you when they're talking about crime, but they don't ever per capita Negro when you walk in these tech sectors and these tech conferences and all of this stuff, and it be two melanated people. I ain't even call them black. It's two melanated people in a room full of 1,000 nerds. Where's the 13.5%? Huh? When it comes to them crazy salaries, where's the 13.5% there? And so with this Nigeria, what I did notice is if I walk in a conference room, it's me and one other melanated person, and that person is always from fucking Nigeria.
Salute to our sister Star. Always from Nigeria.
Always. I never got it, but I get it now. I didn't get it 10 years ago, but I get it now.
Hey, brother Coke, I'm gonna add a little bit more to that. When Nigeria first got the internet, what did they use it for? I'll let you. I'll answer it for you. But what do you think?
Well, they didn't use it to buy toilets or toilet paper from Amazon. I can tell you that.
They used it for scamming. They used it for doing hustling, stealing, impersonation, fraud. That's what they used it for. Know what the white people and the white supremacists used it for? To increase racism and pornographic material. Shout out to MySpace. Shout out to MySpace. So we gotta understand. Yeah, we gotta understand the origins of some of these AI technologies and what were their sole purpose when they were incepted and how they were used by these different ethnic groups since day one. And that's Yep, go ahead, brother.
What about day zero then, Negro? If you're taking it all the way back to Tim Berners-Lee and ARPANET. Oh yeah. The nigga shit mixed with the tech shit. Trust on this channel. When you take it back to ARPANET, do your Googles, ARPA. ARPANET is the first inception of what we would consider the internet. And all the internet is two computers communicating with each other. The internet was started and is still maintained by the United States government. Yes, they just heard what I just said. Because we on their platform. Oh, you thought you was on a YouTube platform? YouTube on ARPANET.
YouTube is a government contractor.
There it is.
Come on, man. Listen.
So as long as we can get some melanated faces up in there, and what's crazy is don't let that melanated person be up in HR in the tech firm. Oh, you really ain't. We don't need AI. She know who Jamal is. She know when Negro trying to change his name from Negro and his nah. I know what he doing. Yeah, watch out for them ones in the HR. That's where this shit started from. Now they AI and the HR.
Yeah. We let's let me break it up.
Brother Chef, can you show him that book, Algorithms of Oppression? I put that up in the Jumbotron as well. Also, to back up and to support the Glasses Hut, that's the story about a grandfather. This is a black Negro grandfather that was thrown into jail with no due process, and he got sexually assaulted as a result of it, family. Like, this shit is deadly. This is the stuff that I write about in my graduate school class all day long. These white folks hate me for writing about this because they don't have no rebuttals. They don't even know where I'm even getting the information from. I'm just telling them I plugged into Jesus. I got the SoundCloud of Jesus on me.
Talk
That's
to me
what I'm
about
saying.
this algorithm book here. Talk to me about this one.
Okay, this algorithm book is written by this woman. I think she's from the Middle East or something of that sort, but she's on code as a muck. I watched a couple of her interviews. I'm gonna have to grab one of the interviews, and she was the one. What happened was I was looking up some algorithms because the teacher was talking about it heavy in class. And also the lawsuit that I was working on for Bad Times. This is some of the things that we're centralizing and putting it together through some of this book and some of the things that she was talking about all the way down to how they do Google searches, how you Google things with information that pop up first. All of that is in that book right there. This woman was writing so heavy in that book that the white people was looking at her funny afterwards. All right. All right. So this book is definitely on code like a mug. I don't really co-sign other people who are outside the lineage, but this book is cold as it comes.
Well,
In regards to understanding algorithms and how it's been implemented in a fashion to promote racism, even for us to radicalize. See, I didn't even touch upon the other things where they're allowing people to live out their racial fantasies, where they end up getting radicalized and end up shooting up our places. See, that's the other thing that the Congress hearings and the stuff that if you pay attention to, where Zuckerberg was going back and forth on. See, I watched those type of things. I watched a couple of those on C-SPAN, what was going on. So this is what we're talking about with these algorithms and how they're meant to oppress and beat down and grind the soul out of a Negro, grind the soul of a black man, and tell them they're not worthy.
Right.
And so it hits home, family. I employ, and plus I think the book is like $15. It's very affordable. Get it used, family. Get it used. Please get this in your library and do not get a digital book because all they could do is change one word and it'll change the whole entire meaning of what they're talking about. This is how, so you don't even have to burn books physically anymore. You can do what I consider a digital burning of books. Digital burning of books.
Or change the Wikipedia article. And Chef, I'll just land on this. This is how you make it relative to the folks today. For anybody that they may feel like this is a little bit over your head, I'll bring it right down to eye level for you. That awkward moment when Mark Zuckerberg get the finger wag when you type in and search the word monkey on Facebook, and then pictures of black folk pop up, and Mark Zuckerberg can sit there and say, "Well, that wasn't us. That was the AI."
As he's snickering and laughing in Congress meetings, talking to 80-year-olds who don't know what's up, talking to 80-year-olds who know damn well they don't know what an algorithm is.
Well, here's what we're gonna do here, gentlemen. We're gonna switch it up. I found some interesting nigga shit here. I found some interesting nigga shit I want to touch on for a second. Now, this melanated sister here, not a black American. For those of you black American, it's gonna go crazy off of this. I understand, but let's touch on this. We need to understand something. Now, this melanated thing here, she brings up a very interesting point, and I'm not even gonna hate on this chick. So let's go ahead and bring this up. Let's play this here. Listen to this. Her sentiment when it comes to men, married men in particular.
At this point in my life, it's convenient for me to date a married man. Very convenient. I don't think I'm destroying anybody's home because their husband is my supposed boyfriend. That's not my business. You meet married men that 6 months, 3 months, they don't have sex at home, but they want to fuck you every day.
For all the This one is for the gentlemen that are down bad. You're in a relationship, you're in a marriage here, and you getting no cheeks. You're getting zero cheeks. Or she promised you, hey, when you finally get married, it's gonna be different. The doors of the church are gonna open and you can do night service. But now you got bust downs like this. Now these same type of bust downs, they domestic or foreign, yeah. But they ready to work. They definitely ready to work, you know. And I'm seeing a changing of the guard, a growing population of women who just say, I don't want to be married. I just want to be able to fuck when I want to fuck. Yeah, we're gonna switch it up a touch. Just a little bit of nigga shit here. A growing population of just smut downs. No attachment, no complications. She want to bust it open, you know, no complaints, and you can go ahead about your life. You know. Let me see. Just the cube to the skin.
That's a
Cube to the
lie. That's a lie. When that baby,
hold
no,
on,
that's
Negro. Hold on. Just the cutest cell says she gets no respect from me by being a home wrecker. Yes. Brother Negro, you say it's a lie. What's the lie, sir?
the lie is with that brother knocks her up, she's gonna ask for child support. She's gonna ask for some type of support outside of the realm in which she was not used to getting.
Oh no!
So that is a bald-faced lie from the pits of hell. And she's gonna try to hold that man accountable, and he should have wore a condom, quote unquote. You know how they get down. And then on top of that, she's one of the individual women that won't know who her baby father is. The illegitimate child.
Negro. Hold on. Let me play some more of this shit here, man.
They come to their girlfriend's house. They want, as they enter, they want just they do. But at home, there is nothing. So how you go? So that's my fault that you're not having fun at home, and that you can have that fun with me 1,000,000 times in a day if you so.
In a day, if you so please. Man, this is one thing about the internet, ladies and gentlemen. Shock value. Everybody is trying to master their own version of shock value. Right? Fat Joe said, man, I've been lying my whole rap career. But it gave you shock value. Right? It was the language of the streets. A lot of these loudmouth niggas on this internet shit, they say wild shit for shock value. So niggas could be like, you heard what he said? Huh? The shorty, girl, did you hear? Shock value. What we're watching here is nothing but shock value for whatever that audience is. A chick openly admitting that she's a home wrecker. Shout out to Sister Quiet Scales, keeping it 100. Chick openly admitting that, yeah, I will fuck your husband and send him back to you. Send him back to you.
Leave a little mustache up on homie.
Right.
Wait a minute now. I want to push black a little bit here. Spice
Yes.
it up a little bit, Chef.
Yeah, but make sure it's some shock value.
How is this shock value if she's only speaking on nothing more than what these bedwenches been doing since Eve?
Nah, they ain't leave. They ain't Eve. They're libs. They tell us to get on our backs.
You saying she a real negress now, or she just keeping it 100?
Well, let's be clear. I'm gonna jump out the window on this one.
Okay.
She's doing this with Zaddy.
Mm,
First of all, first of
mm,
all, let's start there.
Talk
First,
that talk.
she's
Talk
doing
that talk.
she's doing this with Zaddy. Let's start there. She's messing up Zaddy's home.
mm.
Yeah, because because I already know her type. First and foremost, I'll be willing to say her mama already done told her. Didn't you hear it from what's her name? Abasola. Bob loves Abasola. First,
Mm.
you in this order. First, you go for a person in your tribe. Next, you go for a person from your country. Third, you go with a white man, and you never go with a black American man.
She looking like a Jodie Turner to me. She looked like a chocolatey Jodie Turner to me. You know that asterisk.
So I'm throwing this off on straight. She don't even realize she just straight race play bust down.
Mm. Mm.
And every day that passes that she done busted it open, quote, a million times a day, end quote. That thing wore out. That thing wore out. She ain't. You could do kegels 7 days a week and it ain't going to tighten that thing up.
Let me add to this conversation.
Go ahead, brother. Yes.
Let's go. Go where you need to go, Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf. The wolf is awoken. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, I got to go from a whole different perspective because, again, I understand there's the culture. And then when you leave the culture and you accept a belief system, you come under a whole different set of values and principles.
Mm.
I would expect her to say this because she's a part of the culture. If she comes into the belief system, if she becomes a follower of the revolutionary Jesus the Christ, or if she takes up some type of Islam or become a Judaism,
Hebrew Israelite.
Hebrew Israelite, then you come on a whole new set of values and doctrines and principles.
Come on.
So yes, she's for the streets in the culture, but she is not. I repeat, she is not a believer in the revolutionary Jesus Christ.
Come on, get up out the yeah, right. This is a charlatan. This is a heathen. This is a
Jezebel.
Jezebel.
Oh, wait a minute, brother Lone Wolf. Are you? Is what I hear you saying here? Could she be? She might be a avid worshiper of the white alabaster Jesus. You know that one that looked like Jared Leto in the toga.
Yes, she could.
I mean, in Nigeria, they done erected the largest statue of white Jesus in the entire continent of Africa, and they sure enough bent down on their knees and kissed them alabaster toes.
So I'll say this: no people are exempt from a very strong illusion, having eyes they can't see and having ears they can't hear.
Mm.
There's no people exempt from that. If you understand, the scripture says that his face was like brass, his hair was like wool, his eyes was a flaming fire, his voice was that of many waters.
Come on.
So if you can paint a picture of a white Jesus, I already know you under a strong illusion. So the Nigerians can have that, they can have that picture, they can have that sculpture. And even over there in Brazil, they can have that one too. But they going against what the scripture says.
Mm.
Brown, bronze skin like mine, woolly hair like mine, okay? Eyes, flaming fire, a voice like many waters.
Come on. Come on.
That part.
That part. All of that part right there.
Hey, Chef, check the chat. I have a video that supports what Coach Sharp is saying, and you hear it right from the white man's mouth. Right from the white man's mouth. Check the chat. You're gonna be glad you did. You're gonna be glad you did.
Oh yeah, brother Negro. I saw this clip earlier today, sir. Yes, sir. I saw this one. Let me go ahead.
That's exactly what Coach Sharp is saying.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's bring it up for the family. You know, I don't want to be stingy with this. This is good stuff. This is good splash of Negro shit right here, man. It's a good touch of Negro shit. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, family. And while y'all here, make sure you like, share, subscribe. If you're here for the first time, let me know where you came in from, y'all. If you're here for the first time, let your boy know where you're coming in from. You understand?
Man, it's so unfortunate because she's not a bad looking melanated sister either, man. But it's like, golly, man, when the mind is was warped, I ain't even that's getting in lone wolf lane. I ain't gonna touch that one though. But when that mind is warped, now, hey, lone wolf, what they say, the devil will be the most attractive thing you've ever seen in your life.
Mm.
Well, again, man, we got to realize this. Uh, our women, all of them, have the power to be able to cast a spell on you.
Come on, talk that.
You're not physically strong enough to beat me, then you got to use what your you can vamp me. You can use your eyes, your hips, your lips.
Mm-hmm. Come on, come
You
on.
can hypnotize these brothers and these sisters. That's their superpower. If they knew, we're not physically stronger than them, but I can pull my femininity and blind you or just cast you into my spell with my scent.
Come on, pheromone.
Yeah, the
Right.
pheromone.
Womenly wilds. Womenly wilds.
Wow, yes.
Mm.
Brothers, we got to always remember a lot of wars came to effect because of a woman.
God.
Okay? We don't want to mention that, but the power of persuasion of a woman is powerful.
Brother Wolf, they call it the power of the punani, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Before they even get the punani.
Okay, okay.
They
Sir.
call it WAP too. They call it WAP too. WAP too. Shout out to Cardi.
I mean, we don't look. Some of the sisters have the power to alienate you from your own family and your own friends.
That's a fact.
Convince you not to go to school or don't take this job just to be with them. Come on, man.
Seen it too. Seen it.
Come on.
Many a times.
Go against your own core values.
How you out here, man? Listen,
How you out here tricking?
Man, Wolf,
Oh,
you
here,
got me
Pookie and Ray Reagan it.
got me going mentally down memory lane. I'm out here, got me little nightmares, day nightmares. So anyway, let's play this track here, though. This is what you got to allude to what we were talking about here, gentlemen. Let's bring some context.
Cora went to Nigeria for our friend's wedding, 5 months pregnant, and slept with this woman's fiance. So she was sleeping around while pregnant with my child, and I saw the text messages that they took from his phone. And here they are. I removed names to protect the people that told me about this. Seems like you've improved your skills. Cora, did you just insult me? Abibu, whatever. It feels like you were reaching my womb.
Damn.
Okay. It felt like hopes I didn't tamper with Justin's unborn baby.
Yo, what
No.
the? Yo. That
Yo,
is
the baby's walking out the head, coming out the womb with a dick print on the head. That's crazy, family.
Oh no!
Yo, that baby was getting punched in the head the whole time. This nigga was going balls deep in this Nigerian chick. Going deep into the baby getting punched in the head. Like, hold on, wait a minute. What? Hold on, wait a minute. What the fuck?
And she had a hump too. She got a belly if she's 5 months, family. Come on now. We got to keep it real now.
Listen, this is the stuff out here though. Chicks said, listen, the man is not getting no sex at home. Okay. The wife is not bending over, she not busting it over. So, let the side breezy, do whatever she gotta do. But this chick right here, Corey OB's ex-husband, got the receipts. So she could be married, but she just won't fuck you, husband, should go mess with another dude. This some wild shit. But it's true. It happens. I
But
seen it.
she's carrying his child. Damn.
That cooch on fire. It's on fire. It got to get blown out. Packing or not.
Athena. Nah, the baby. Where'd that other one go? So I was upset because I found out that my ex-wife had been sleeping around while pregnant with our daughter, which is very risky business, which, you know, like you get an STD or something while you're pregnant, that's a big deal. Not only that.
Hey, let's be clear, y'all. Zaddy taking L's too. Zaddy taking L's too. These Jezebels don't give a fuck. Jezebels don't care. You know, these chicks is in more heat than we could even fathom as men. A lot of these shorties.
Oh, yo,
You know?
you see Quiet Scales comment? Shout out to her on that. I read it. Salute to you. You're definitely right, ma'am. You're
Hold on, let me see
definitely
this.
right.
Hold on, let me see what Sister Q to the Scales is saying. Looks like Zaddy is even getting a taste of this disrespectful behavior. Hey, man, listen.
Not even Zaddy safe. Not even Zaddy safe these days.
Zaddy getting his work. Zaddy is getting the work. Pause. You know, and this is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, listen, we got to go back to this thing right here. You know, Zaddy,
So,
you thought you was up.
so she just basically did a reverse Barry Santoro Senior,
Correct, sir. Correct. Let's play the rest.
aka Obama. She did the Obama Senior on him.
Right. Let's play some more of this one here, though.
You will always come to me. What's the
You will always come to that. Look at it. Listen, man. Motherfucker said in America, y'all got no culture. Y'all ignorant. Y'all seeing this shit as universal. This degenerate behavior. It don't matter if you on a overseas on a camo. It don't matter. This is what it is.
Man is married.
yes?
He should be out of bounds.
For who?
How is
Life
your
is
boss?
preference, right? I like to date married men. You cannot date married men. Let me do what works for me. Primary thing that keeps that man coming back is the sex. It's not anything else. I'm gonna go into sex a little bit.
Tell me more. Tell me more, mommy.
Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this.
My question is, how can any of these women on that panel feel justified to even feel comfortable to be around her if they're in a committed relationship with a man? Because she'll be the one to snatch on her man. I'm just
But
going to keep it.
that's where you went off. I believe, Brother Negro, respectfully, she's not in a committed relationship with a man. She's in a committed relationship with a fetus.
No. I'm talking about the sisters on the panel that's talking to the home wrecker. I'm talking about
Oh,
those sisters could be married to a man, and she's out here. They out here encouraging these actions. See, this is what I've noticed about some of these certain types of women. They could even be in a committed relationship with a man, and they'll still be counter narrative against the family structure. That's what I'm highlighting here. This action and behavior that is anti-black family.
Okay, yeah, we had a little back sound here. That's why I had to mute you real quick. But go ahead, brother.
I think that when you don't have a God consciousness, then you are a law unto yourself.
Go ahead, yeah.
What separates mankind from humankind is the knowledge of God.
Right.
Think about this, man. If you don't have a knowledge of God, meaning thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not commit adultery, love your neighbor as yourself, that's the knowledge of God. Whether you are Muslim, whether you are Christian, or whether you in Judaism, that's the knowledge of God. But if you don't have the knowledge of God, then you will act like the beast in the field. You'll be moved by your emotions, by your instincts. That's what separates mankind from the animal kingdom is the knowledge of God, and we are supposed to be the sons of God. So when you don't have that God consciousness, you are a law unto yourself. Go ahead.
Brother Wolf, let me ask you a question, sir.
Go ahead.
Is it the lack of the knowledge of God or the rejection of that very knowledge? I think it's the rejection, sir. You know,
I would-
this is we are looking at a demonic, a Babylonian time right now. As
The
far as
Africans were the first to reject Christ. We got to keep that in mind. They were the first to reject Christ. The Africans.
this is I'm just looking at the overall, like I think everybody have a decent understanding
Mhm.
or of a higher being here. However, I'm just looking at people making adult decisions,
Mhm.
right? And just saying, "Now, fuck all that. I, I'm good." The lust above all. It's about the lust, the body. I need to blow that back out. I need to, I need to see what it feel like. That ass is so fat. I got to go in there. I got to do it. So it's we're in a situation now, gentlemen, where this is a godless time.
Mm.
Okay. And this is for the longest, this has not been a one nation under God.
Mhm.
Right? That under part has long eluded us. Has eluded this country, people,
Right.
individuals, whoever, and embark on whatever, their life has in store for them. However, Jesus ain't there no more. To keep it plain, he ain't. That only time Jesus is used is in the same way with which he was used to enslave our people. Right? Not to liberate our people, but to enslave our people.
Mm.
Right? They did it in the name of God. That's what they said. In the name of Jesus, beat them niggas down and put them in the field. Huh? That was in the name of Jesus too.
But you know what, Chef? I think one of the
Oh.
biggest things with us was our people. Remember, the black codes forbid black Negroes, colors,
Mhm,
mulattoes from
Right.
being able to read for almost 257 years.
Right. Anti-literacy laws, sir. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, so when they finally decided to allow them to at least hear the scriptures with the churches,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the message was what? Faith, love, and obedience.
Right.
Never rebel, never an eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth. That was nothing. That was never the message. Faith, love, obedience to your master. Love your enemy. Okay.
Mm, come on.
Faith in God. That was the message, right? There was no, strike back when the iron is strike when the iron is hot.
Oh no!
There was
Right.
no an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. No, that's not what we got. So, I just I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know what I know what you're feeling. Hey, you might just fuck up and slip out. Pause, brother Juan, with this next and final segment, which is going
Wait, brother Chef. Before you move on, there was another book that I put in the comments section called "The Daughters of the Trade." They mention cashiers. I always mention that book when it comes to these foreign tethered women that they choose to have interracial relationships to further our oppression as people.
Mm,
That's the point. Those are, and I could read it several different passages that will highlight that these marriage institutions on the other side of the coast were meant to perpetuate the slave trade in Africa. They were meant to. These are the descendants of those type of women. That's why That's why I bring that book up sometimes to put these brothers that are like to date internationally, know the women and the culture in which you're dating, and understand the good and the bad about those cultures. Because there's a gross mischaracterization where these women are very subservient, and that is far from the truth.
Let me keep it 100. Watch this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I'm going to use the animal kingdom as an example. When the new lion comes on the scene,
it's a head or fade.
He comes after the old lion.
Come on.
And when he wins, he kills the lions from the old lion.
That's right.
And you know who sit back and watch?
The lionesses, all of them.
And not just sit back and watch. She will produce children for that new Lion King.
Stockholm.
Let's look at it in our countries, in our nations, with women.
Go there, Wolf.
With warriors, when they go to war, and the spoils of war is not just the gold, the jewelry, the land, but it's the women.
Come on.
And the women have stood back and watched their husbands and their children be slaughtered, and they would go off and sire another child from the conquering nation.
Cook.
This is what we're not discussing. That if we allow the emotions and the rationale of our sisters to go its full course, they will watch this whole nation crumble and feel sorry after it's burned down. We got to deal with that.
That's a bubble fact. That's listen. See, they told us that was Stockholm syndrome, but nah. The spoils of war goes. What they say, the to the victor goes the spoils.
That's right. That's right.
All right, and that includes the women, maybe the children if they decide to keep them, but then they become slaves.
Most of the time, they kill them children because they do not want an angry child to come back and take out his vengeance on the conqueror.
Right. It's either enslavement, death, or sex. They become sex workers. And that's really it for the most part, y'all. Mm-hmm. But let's go to take a brief commercial break, and then we're going where we need to go, ladies and gentlemen. Donald Trump. Shots have been fired, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about it. We'll be right back after this brief commercial. My name is Chef C. This is on the next podcast. Keep it locked with us, family.
Yeah, it's Harlem World, Salacious Gang. I'm back outside. Black excellence, never sipping the Kool-Aid. Black syndicate moving like we the Boulay. Don't get it twisted, we some different type of niggas that never love the system, but bag a sister like scissor. The scrustle is so religious, I'm the legend from the Hudson. bustin'. They said that I was nothing, I'm the one that they discussing. Been acting extra small and got him a Tesla. I'm feeling like Dr. Baker, cause nigga, we are the fellas. Beloved acting jealous, that's just something she do. Won't take me out my groove, I just build and improve. What else? See, I'm a lucky cat. Yeah. See, I'm the quarterback. What else? Sophisticated and ignorant, word to OG Mac. I'm so ahead of my time, see, I'm divine. Beloved is always thugging while she just sipping on wine. It's real. Focus on the grustle while I'm on the block. And now I'm chilling with women when I'm just on the yacht. What else? I said don't count me out, but now you look and watch. Ain't my fault that you looking stupid.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. I got a little beverage here, my little Pellegrino. Little lime in the Pellegrino. Yeah. So, man, we're going to have a conversation, y'all. We're going to have a conversation now. I think it is necessary. Let's bring the Negro back in the building. This is what we've been waiting for. But I also want to make some comparisons here. I got my brother Coke Sharpton in the building. And he and I have had some conversation. I don't know how familiar everybody is about the jester. Okay. And I want to bring that up because we are not that far removed for how those old Roman ways are implemented. Those emperor ways are implemented. Even in today's society, ladies and gentlemen, people often think of the jester as being this irrelevant ha and he figure when you look at the deck of cards. And oftentimes people just, relate to it when it comes to cards. However, I'm here to tell you that the jester, in many ways, shape, and form, even in today's society, plays a stronger role. And through our research and understanding, myself and brother Coke, shout out to Coke, we have also discovered that there was and is a gestress. Not only the jester, but the gestress. Okay. And she has a significant role when it comes to swaying the minds and thoughts of whatever that empire is. In this kind of I would say the United States can be considered an empire, right? The United States of America can be its own empire. And within that empire, the kings, quote unquote, ladies and gentlemen, kings are then they hire these gestures. Oftentimes they're financially incentivized and they play a strong role, but then they also present themselves as being among the people, a part of the people. Brother Coke, if you got some of those receipts we were talking about the other day, sir, could you drop them in the private chat? I'm gonna bring some of those images up, sir, for the folks.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring up something to you because we heard about this little quote unquote assassination attempt on your former president, okay, Donald Trump. Okay, I'm calling it a quote unquote assassination attempt. Okay, with the quotations around it.
Paintball gate.
You said what, brother Negro?
The Twitter streets. Shout out to my man Art. He said paintball gate. Had me cracking up laughing.
That nigga Art. Oh man, sir. Well, we're here now. We're here at a very interesting time. Some are saying no, this was a real thing, and I'm just here to ask. I'm gonna lay this out there, right? In a time where other assassinations were happening, they did not miss their mark. Shout out Kennedy. Two-time, right? Two-time, Brother Juan, if I'm right?
Yes.
Two-time. Yes, sir. But in this day and age, they miss their mark, given all the tech advances, etc., that has happened in the United States. They miss, quote unquote, their mark. And the nigga gets up with a black fist, putting the black fist in the air, quote unquote, black fist.
with no reparations.
And you got cats booty clapping and say, I don't know where to land on this thing. But ladies and gentlemen, let's bring some shit back to you. Somebody made a prediction of this very same attempt a long time ago. Okay. I want to bring this up to you. I want y'all to see this. Now, this young man a long time ago made this prediction. And the way it would fall out and everything, all of the drama that your man Trump is facing. He predicted this young man. Okay. And yeah, I believe the man's name is Clint Russell. Yeah. Not Clint Russell, excuse me. Um, but the young man predicted this. Everything would roll out the way that he thought it would. Okay. And now we are facing yesterday was the first attempt on this guy's life. Now, I do respect this, y'all. I think that and hear me out. This is an objective position here. For the true liberation that we as Black Americans believe we deserve, I don't think we have reached in our minds a place where anything goes by any means necessary. I think we say it more than we implement it. And dirty politics is just that, dirty. It is by any means necessary. And the number one tool within this environment is fear mongering. You have to play on the emotions of your audience. You have to. Okay. So let me play this track. Let me play this. All right.
all throughout America, all throughout. And I saw Trump rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum. And I saw he fell to his knees during this time frame, and he started worshiping the Lord. He got radically born again during this time frame. I'm talking. People say he's saved now, but he becomes really on fire for Jesus, for what I saw coming. And then I saw people interceding when I saw him winning the presidency through great. The Lord showed me it would go clear into the summer. Great persecution would come on him through the judges and through the law and all these people trying to sue him and all this stuff. But there would be a stop to it, and there things would start to break free come toward the fall. And then I saw him winning the election through the Patriots coming out and voting. And
Gentlemen, ladies, this
Are
is a
those the black patriots for Trump that he's talking about?
well, listen here. This is what I'm saying. This is a prediction several months ago from this young man. Okay. That kind of detail. Okay.
Mm.
That kind of detail needs to have anybody raising their eyebrows. All right. Of course, the person who attempted it does not look.
Is America a racist country? Joe Biden. Is America a racist country? Kamala Harris. Remember that was question?
What is that?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. So this guy is not the shooter. Okay. I want to make sure that we put that out there. However, you got to look at all the theatrics. And right now it's showtime at the Apollo. Okay. Listen. So let me bring up something, because again, when I talk about the Shakespearean experience, right? I want to give y'all a game currently and in old terms. So I'm gonna pull this up. Let me bring this up here. The Shakespearean fool, right? Now this is kind of the origins of what you would consider the gesture, right? Shakespearean fools are usually clever peasants and commoners that use their wit to outdo people of higher social standing. Now we're gonna marinate that there. Just let that stay in your head, family. Let that stay in your head for a little bit, okay? And the reason I say that is, okay, you have to think to yourselves in different situations, who's always carted out in front of us? Hmm? Who's always carted out in front of us to talk this fly shit? Yeah. Uh, so let me give you one gesture that I think. Well, I'm gonna give you a gestress. Okay, I'm gonna give you a gestress. Okay, and and, and she. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. Fair use as well, y'all. Fair use. Okay, fair use. Now this is your first introduction to a gestress here. Okay. Now again, the gestress is the female. Placates, does the same things, similar to a gesture.
Oh, be careful, sir. See you breaking it down for all the folks out there that play spades.
Mm.
Y'all ain't know who was a female joker in the
Come
deck
on, come on, come
picture.
on. Give it to him. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You know what? Let me send me that gestress. I want to make sure that I put this up in the front of their faces. Pause. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Gestress. In the
Oh
meantime,
yeah, yeah, you got it. Google's your friend on this one, especially the images section.
yeah.
People, because that's the thing is every single one of us has experienced the jester, gestress, all of that. When hey, I'm just kidding around, chef. I'm just saying it in jest.
Mm, mm, right. Where's her definition at though? I need her definition. Send that to me, Brother Coke. I'm gonna
Say
put an image
less.
for the gestress. Here's your gestress here, though, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show the family who the gestress is. She looks something like this, y'all. Ha ha and he he for you. A ha ha and he he for you. That's old, good old times. In modern times, okay, in modern times, she look like this, though.
Mm.
She looks like this. Let me play some of this stuff because, again, Amanda Seals, just like many other gestress, know when to come out and pop out. Huh? They know when to come out and talk some shit to get you on that side. So let's play this here. Okay?
That shit was more staged than a Tyler Perry production of Medea Runs for President. I lived in Harlem long enough to know that gunshots do not sound like making popcorn on the stove. Where'd the blood come from? So in theater, in movies, they have what's called blood pellets. They even, people use them in Halloween. It's basically a pellet of fake blood that's in your mouth, and when you crush it, the blood comes out. To be frank, Small Hands Trump would not respond by raising his fist in the air triumphantly were an actual attempt made on his life. This was, I believe, done to try to show his strength counter to Biden's fragility. Ba-dum-bum. Oh my God.
Oh, she hit him with the butt on bump. Yo, yeah, she a whole gestress. She a whole, she, no, she a whole gestress down to the punchline. Listen, man, I'm here to Ali. I'm here to catch you on the rebound and the assists on this one, man. Okay, the thing that the jester and the gestress have in common is, to be very clear, they are people of the community. They are, as Brother Negro would say, they come from our people.
Mm.
You feel me? Or as Brother Lone Wolf would say, Oh no, as Brother Q would say, we got to hold this one. That's us. That's us. See, the issue is that the jester thought that they were important because the king or whoever the ruler is at that time would allow the jester to believe that they allow the jester to other themselves from their people, would pay them to other themselves of their people. But the key about paying the jester is you don't give them a lot early. You give them that pension package. I give you 3 square meals and a roof over your head, but if you do right by me, I'ma have this nice pension for you. I'ma have this retirement plan where I'm gonna give you a couple of acres of land in my kingdom, and you and your family can utilize that land. And that's what the jester typically would do, because it was all about uplifting your family and forget everybody else that are your people. Now, with the power that the jester would have, and Amanda Seals just displayed this beautifully. The jester would be the only one that could actually talk shit on people in high positions without getting beheaded. How many times y'all been out there and been like, how is that person even talking like this and ain't nobody coming after him?
Come on. Come on. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. See, this is see, we're gonna work, we're gonna make the math, y'all. If you sitting in here and you ask yourself, I know cats be doing this. How are these people able to do this and nothing happened to them? Well, you're looking at the royal court.
Exactly. And let's be clear, y'all. Do not mistake the jester for a clown. The jester might tell jokes, but the jester was not a clown at all. The jester would use comedy from time to time, but do not mistake the jester for the joker. What's the difference between a clown and the jester, you might say? The clown is notorious for making fun of himself. The jester is notorious for making fun of their own people and the king. You're the only one in the court that can get away with it. But see, the king knew that the jester was just a fool. The jester believed that he was the smartest nigga in the room.
Mm-hmm. Come on. Well, this is what we are here, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all gotta remember, Amanda Sears was the one that came out crying, "Come on, Joe!" Y'all remember that? That's your girl.
You're not black if you're not voting for Joe. That's what she said. You're not black.
She's not calling Trump small hands to his face. That's gesture energy. That's gestrous energy right there. She's not saying those things because at any given moment in time they'll pull the rug from under these. And that's the thing about the jester is that, oh yes, if you say the wrong joke against the king, yeah, ha, kiki, the king's got a funny hat. Yeah, you can get a couple of those off. But when the people actually start believing you, oh no, it's time off with your head, because the jester is a role, not a person, and that's where the jester goes wrong, and the jestress. You think you special, Joy Reid? Yeah, you think you special? As we might say, the dominant society will always break its tools after using them, because the jester is a role in just that, and very important to the court. One of the other things that I liked when I was looking up about the jestress, particularly, is that they were used as double agents.
I don't see her in our definition here, because I need folks to understand that this is a real thing, and they can actually look it up. We got the jester here, but we need that jestress. I'm gonna hit you with that. See, again, the jestress actually has some of the least information about her, because see, the thing is that she isn't like a joker with the three, the hat with the 3 horns and the bells on it. The jestress was more like a woman that's lost as a fool in love, stuck in the middle of a love triangle. So how does it relate to Shakespeare? Where you'll find the jestress in Shakespeare is Juliet. Mm-hmm. Juliet was a jestress.
Is that actually is that ringing the bell for anybody there? Juliet would be a jestress. That's who that would be. Somebody that's torn that'll tear two kingdoms down with her own vagina.
Come on, come on. Well, listen. Listen, what we let's bring it up here, y'all, because listen, people saying that this and this is what we're gonna go to. What we're gonna work the wolf a little bit here. Uh, yeah, people are saying that this is political theater, and it might be an inside job. So I'm gonna bring this up real quick. I want to
Hey,
see.
brother chef, check your inbox. And the chat box. I found the female jester's definition and stuff, and what the
My
brother's
brother
talking about.
Brother Negro, what the hell are you?
I'm quick with the fingers, bro. I found a couple of things and also
Right.
some more things. So give me a couple of seconds. I'm gonna run that info
Hey,
real quick.
hey, Negro, I didn't even know there was a such thing. I've been on the jester type because I see him all the time in our community, me and Chef have been working on this, really unpacking this for like over a year now, because they're right in front of our faces, right? They're typically in entertainment and theater and
And
acting.
well. The thing is, in the civic world, when I was a Lions Club, they had what they call a tail twister. A tail twister is a person that was like a comedic role in which that was to enhance. They were the only people that could tell jokes in the meeting. They were the only ones that could do things
Right.
in kind of a joking manner to reinforce certain rules and principles and understanding that comes from the club president. So I'm very familiar with the term jester, but used in a more of a civic role. So
Come on.
that's kind of my relations to it from a civic foundation like
So
perspective
wait,
of the
wait a
type of
minute,
role.
Negro. Are you trying to say? Because I know it's at least one person out there. Oh, this some old shit. Why we in medieval times and all of that? What you saying, Negro, is that role? Because remember, it's not the person; it's the role. That role still exists today. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, the role exists today and is elevated to more like I would say it's more into the occultic groups that
Mm,
practice these type of things. I don't see per se mainstream organizations even touching upon this because you got to keep in mind these organizations are sometimes the fabric or the basic building blocks of our nations. Like that means every nation has their own secret societies and stuff like that. And there's like, God forbid, if America gets wiped off the map, right? These organizations are supposed to band together to recreate what we once lost. So
mm.
you kind of understand the parallels between this. And yeah, I'm going to present some more information to support what you're talking about, and just give me a couple of seconds. But yeah, you're definitely striking on something that I'm familiar with, but I never paid attention to, even when it was right in front of my face.
Well, sir, brother Negro. I mean, even here, and this is what we got to make sense. The jester or jestress, they reside oftentimes in kingdoms, appointed by kingdoms. Um, and in this,
Actually, Chef, they are only in kingdoms in those elevated courts. That's their perceived perception because a street jester is nothing but a clown.
right, right.
And they
Um,
have no leader that they respond to. That would makes them even more of a clown to double down on. These other people that are jesters, they're beholden to a court, they're beholden to some type of structure that enforces societal rules and norms. So you can kind of understand the backdrop of that a little bit.
So watch this. Let me expand it.
Go ahead.
Globally, the black community, a Thai, would be considered the jesters.
Oh no, I was hoping he
Go
was.
where you need to go, Lone. Let's go, Lone.
I mean, think about it. Gestures answer to the king. Has no loyalty to the people. What group of people have been paraded around this world as comedians,
Mm,
as entertainers,
mm.
as athletes?
Divine swine.
No, I'm talking about a whole collective who you don't have to respect, or
on.
listen to.
Come on. I know where he going.
Black America has been the gesture
God
of this.
damn. See, here's see. Oh,
And watch this.
Go ahead, go
Think
ahead.
about the last 10 years. Just the last 10 years. This is 2024. Let's go back to 2014.
Hmm.
Let's go back a little further back. Who has been the voices for our collective?
Come on, don't do
Comedian.
it, Wolf. Don't do it, Wolf. Don't. I know where he going, y'all. Go ahead,
Your
Wolf.
Steve Harvey's, your D.L. Hughley's, you know, your just name
Cat
any
Williams.
comedian. Your Cats Williams, your what's any comedian who's had a talk show
Mm.
or gestures.
Kevin Hart.
The
Yeah.
Kevin Harts,
Mm.
you name them. They have been given their own television and radio slots for the last 15, 20 years. Hell, when Trump ran, they had Steve Harvey meet with Trump.
Come on. Come on.
Come on, man.
Come on.
The whole world laughs at us, the black community.
God damn.
We're we're a nation of rappers, comedians.
And you know what? Let me go with you. Let me go with you. See, although they don't specify it, they are talking to one group of people when they say, "You stupid Americans."
Mm-hmm.
Huh? They're talking to us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because in that same, see, it's intentional to make us the face of damn near everything, y'all. You got to
All
understand.
things degenerate,
Come on.
we the face of. When it was HIV/AIDS, it was Magic Johnson.
Mm.
Okay. What was that NFL football player who was gay and they cut him? He's a guy. What's his name? I forget. His name.
Howard,
I'm talking about
Wade.
NFL.
Oh,
NFL.
Sam, Michael Sam.
Michael Sam. Okay, you just name it. Some of the biggest supporters of degenerate behavior. You always seeing our sisters front and center in the Congress, some type of civil rights leader.
Come on.
We've been the face.
With the funny hat, Lone Wolf. With the front, don't forget the funny hat.
Yeah. With the funny hats.
With the funny hats, the costumes, aka jewelry, Fendi bags, Balenciaga t-shirts. Yeah.
I'm waiting for Lone Wolf to wake up Mother Johnson in the first pew.
Come on,
Brother Chef.
Talk about that first lady, brother Juan. Talk about that first lady with that big old hat. Huh?
What first lady? Which one?
The first lady, the gesture first lady in the church.
Oh, there's always hey, brother Juan, the one that's holier than now, but 30 years ago she was busting it wide open. But now she in the front of the church. Oh yeah, let's go.
Come on.
Well, I would say, so in reference to the church piece, I think when I look at the church, I see it as a beehive. And then in the church, there could only be, in the beehive, there's only one queen. And so in the church, there could be only one queen. Because back in the day, it was the mourning mothers who, when people come inside the church, the mothers was checking you. Pull your pants up, young man.
Come on.
Put your shirt on.
Culture influences.
Okay?
Right.
But then with the elevation of the first lady the first lady began to say there could only be one queen.
When she went diva, the church crumbled, the house crumbled.
And cut the legs out of all the mothers, replaced them. They're in the back. They're not on the front no more. Now you got your Divine Nine on the front row.
Come on.
Or the single mothers on the front row. Man, the gestures.
Hey, listen, Juan, you asked a great question, Lone Wolf. You said, who is the jestress in the church? I'll take a stab at that. That's the one where pastor don't even have to lift his hand up or pull out the anointing oil. He just give the head nod, and she start the buck dancing, praise dancing. Oh, she done fell out again. Oh, she's up. Oh, she fell out again.
Right.
Guys, hey, brother chef, I've sent you some more information about the Sambo, about what is the difference from black minstrel face from the frontier jester, and the making of the white common man. I have a lot of information. Blackface is tied into this, and Sambo is tied right in hand with this. So I do have some information and data to support this kind of perspective, and you guys are definitely hitting on something that has never been touched upon. I'm very intrigued.
See,
I'm
Negro, what you just did is you just let Chef see. I was going to surprise him with that. What Chef C didn't even realize is the whole concept of minstrel came from jester.
Yes, melanin, and I also have a definition of melanin minstrel face. It is a reason why I use certain terminologies to highlight other groups that want to mimic us, to steal what we have, and to basically disrespect us as a people and a lineage.
Well, Negro, that was called.
Hold on, gentlemen. I don't want to get too far from this because we need to make sure we keep everybody streamlined. Because folks are going to say, well, why the fuck are you bringing it up? Especially folks that just tap in. And even some that might be here. Why are you bringing up this medieval bullshit? So I want to just make sure we keep it streamlined enough. Let's go back to your boy Trump, y'all. And then we'll be able to tie it with the information that we know when it comes to the jester. And
yeah, don't forget to check the chat, Chef. I hit you up with that one since we running through names too. Yeah.
Absolutely, sir. Okay, yeah. Let's play this here again. An attempt was made on some folks' president here. I'm trying to understand something. First and foremost, my brother Juan J. Johnson is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Juan J. Johnson, Lone Wolf Firearms, to be very clear. Okay. And the reason I put emphasis on the firearms, let alone 27 years in law enforcement. Okay. My question is, first and foremost, looking at this very image here, why don't I see a piece of an ear hanging down from this man? Why don't I see an ear hanging down from your boy Trump? Somebody gonna stop playing with me. Okay. Brother Juan J. Johnson, before we play this clip, sir, is that a logical observation from me?
I think so. It's logical.
Okay.
It's many factors, but it's still logical. Yeah.
Okay. Now,
we don't know the caliber of the round first.
Right, sir. Now if this round, this caliber here, okay, something that size, would it have enough force to even penetrate his body to make a fatal shot? Given it would.
Any round you use, depending on the distance, can do a fatal. Could be a fatality, because the round doesn't just. Here it is. The closer you are, the less velocity you have. The further you are, that's when it picks up velocity
Mm,
When it
there we go.
strikes you,
Come on.
then it hits you, begin to ricochet. Close contact, it's not that fast. But as it goes, the further it goes, the faster it goes.
Now we
Yeah.
talking. See, this is why I wanted to make the math, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to come. I'm trying to be as objective as possible here. I don't want to sway anybody's thoughts. So yes, from our gun specialist here, who will be at the Patriarch Summit, ladies and gentlemen. Depending on what that caliber is, it could do some legitimate damage. Okay.
There are
Yeah.
many factors. You're talking about wind. You're talking about the person's position as he's turning. It's many factors. Distance. Again, that shooter allegedly was 150 feet, 150 yards. That's a football field and a half.
Mm.
So think about your special football field, because most football fields are 100 yards.
Okay.
So add 50 more yards into that. She's talking about 150 yards. Okay. And you talk about the signs, the wind. There's many factors that you got to take into consideration when you talk about a sniper in a shooting of that distance.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a lot. It's not just one factor. It's quite a few things that go into getting the perfect shot.
Excellent. Yeah, let's make it make sense. So let's go ahead and play this track, gentlemen.
Joining us here live on News
Fair use.
Nation right now, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., presidential candidate here on News Nation. Mr. Kennedy, thanks for being.
Now, I wanted to bring that up. We're going to go back to Robert F. Kennedy, but I wanted to show that shot there. Okay. I wanted to show that shot. Now, it is alleged, ladies and gentlemen, that this was fuckery. Some folks believe it's all cap. I kind of think it's cap too. I'm not even going to hold nobody. I think it's cap. You know what it is? The problem that I have is understanding how easy it is to stage something like this. And, honestly, when the United States wants to get something done, oftentimes they don't miss. And in this situation, they miss. And the thing that I even want to bring up to y'all to show y'all, make it math even a little bit more. Man, he got cues from folks who told him to go ahead. Listen, he got cues from people who said, listen, go ahead, go walk on around. This is about to happen. Okay. Get in a good position to get a good shot, essentially. Yeah. I'm gonna bring up a clip right now. Give me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. I had it here. Where a guy was telling Secret Service was telling the camera dude to get into a better position. Okay. Get into a better position. The shot is about to happen. I need you to be there to get the shot, my boy. I need you to be there to get the shot. So let's check it out, y'all. Yeah. Fair use. Let's go ahead and pull this thing up. Now that's the camera dude right there with the checkered shirt. Okay. And Secret Service about to come through and tap him on the shoulder. Hey, go over there. Peep this.
To our country, probably 20 million people. And that's a little bit old, that chart.
Look. Right there. Hey, I'm just saying. Look. Go over there right now. Boom, it breaks out. All of a sudden, stop it. Y'all want the sounds? I'm
probably 20 million people. And that's a little bit old, that chart.
Look.
That chart's a couple of months old. And
over there.
If you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Coincidence or planned? Brother Juan J. Johnson, then I'm going to go to the rest of the fellas. Coincidence or planned, sir? Talk to me, brother Juan J. Johnson, sir.
Well, I'll say this. That's my first time seeing this clip. I don't know if I would say coincidence. Because again, it's so many factors. Okay, just looking at that video and not looking at the bigger picture. If those are camera guys or photographers, and again, we're talking about security risks. I mean, it's a lot of people out there, and if they're trying to get that favorite shot, then I would probably have them go around the side because I need to hear exactly what they were saying in the context.
Right. Salute to brother Juan J. Johnson. Yes, sir. Brother Negro, have you seen this clip, sir? Are you
No,
there?
sir, I have not. No, sir, I have not.
And what's your observation being a Negro Knight yourself, sir? What are you seeing? I'm seeing a jukes as far as I'm concerned. Hey, you know what? It's about to go down. Get over there now. Get over there. You're not gonna get a good shot from back here. That's what I'm getting. Okay?
Well, watch this. If you look at that clip right there, that's not a good shot of him. You're getting his backside, his hindsight. You're not getting the side or his front.
Yeah,
if you're a camera person and you're trying to get the best shot, you don't get him from the back because there's nothing there. You want to get that angle with the front or from the side. Think about it.
Right. Well, again, I mean, listen, these kind of professionals, they know shitty angles. All right. The timing of that to then say, hey, camera people, you're in the wrong place right now, lends itself to staging as far as I'm concerned.
Correct. I wouldn't deny that.
Brother Negro, what say you, sir?
I see a lot of. Okay, so one of the things I've noticed about the whole thing prior to that is that they did a sweep for firearms and guns prior to this event. So
Come
that
on, go ahead.
already got my antenna already up. I got my Negro tinfoil kufi on, or my Negro helmet on right now. And so when I see this going down is that our white people are victim of institutional racism. And like, just go trekking with me on this real quick. Because they probably didn't properly sweep the area or anything else, this is the reason why this incident could have taken place in the first place. See, they will sweep a black neighborhood and make sure that there's no BS going around. But when it's their own people, they don't know how to police their own people. And I'll leave it off of that. That's one of the things I do observe based off their behaviors. They don't know how to police themselves, let alone police any other groups. So I really think that they should not be in any position of authority, including over the American Negro, because they have been doing a extreme disservice when it comes to security. And we can see that firsthand because we see a candidate getting waxed out or getting shot at.
Very interesting. Brother Coke. Now I like that. Now, Negro, I will say this. I have to address that point. Given the magnitude of who this guy is and what he represents, okay. I highly doubt that they would cheap when it comes to the expense of security in this moment. Okay. So it's got to be some qualified guys who are sweeping that area. Could there be an oversight, Brother Wolf? Yeah, maybe. However, the likelihood, no, because of who he is, and that's where I run into the confusion of I'm like, yeah. Nah, this is theater. This is political theater at its finest here.
So it's white privilege versus white power. Is that what you're presenting here right now to me?
I am, sir. I am, honestly. Let me go to Brother Coke. Brother Coke, sir. From this video alone, Conspiracy or timing, sir?
Well, to answer your question, I wouldn't go with this video alone. I would go with this moment in time, this very moment in time alone, and what was going on off camera.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
what was going on off camera during this exact moment in time? You had two snipers on the roof with their eyes in the scope for 42 seconds, waiting for him to take the shot first. That's going on at this moment in time.
Mm.
Before there was 42 seconds, said two snipers are have the shooter in their binoculars for 7 minutes and 21 seconds. Yeah, that's
Mm.
him right there.
Mm.
So Lone Wolf, I talked to my pop about this, man. He 22 years on the force, 4 years with the Air Force before that, Miami-Dade Police Force. And this morning when he was talking, he said it at least 30 times, Lone Wolf. He said, "Who did these snipers report to, and why didn't they take the shot?" You don't
Mm.
pull out your service weapon unless you're willing to take the shot. You don't aim at the person unless you are going to take the shot. You don't put your eye in that scope with him in your crosshairs. And he's my pop said specifically, Lobo, the minute that his gun was pointed in a direction towards the shoe, you take the shot.
Right.
Facts.
How off is that, Lobo?
That's factual. That's factual. Once you see the shooter, you take the shot. You don't even wait. You take that shot. You got to go. If you can't identify that as a friendly fire, then that's an enemy fire. You
Mm.
take the shot. And from that video I'm seeing that you just showed, Chef, I'm not even seeing the people in the background from the video that when he really hit the floor.
Come on.
Where
Well,
the where,
here's another video I got for your observation, though, sir, as you speak.
And that's a little bit.
Look at that. We're not gonna let the sound do any suggestive things here. Look,
Oh,
you see
Chef,
it.
you got the clip. You got the clip. I was just about to send it to you.
Yeah. I'm not here to play. Look at this, y'all. He saw him. Look.
There's the 42 seconds I'm looking for.
That's why I got to go back to the wolf. I gotta go to the wolf. He saw him, and you supposed to let off. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, this is theater, bro.
Now, mind you, Lone Wolf, this is after they've been standing up, both in binoculars, looking at the man. 7
Sure.
minutes and 20
Yeah.
seconds. They stared at this man in the binoculars, and then they got into position.
Come on now.
yeah, that is a Secret Service disastrous breakdown.
It's the same thing my pop said, Lone Wolf.
They need to be fired. All of
Mm.
them. Even the director.
Mm.
Wake up that director.
Now you see why I said that it was institutionalized. That
Come on.
they can't even protect themselves. So how can they really protect and secure a nation? I look at this as a grade A failure, and this
Talk.
is systematic racism at its finest. They can't even identify the white supremacist enemy amongst them that will take out a pivotal leader, quote unquote, of the free world.
Well,
Uh,
hold on, my brother Negro. Now, let's make it make sense for the family and everybody that's tapped in. The inability to do that amongst their own. What does that now mean for the deer in the headlight population, which is Black America? Which is Black America, because skin folk is kinfolk to a lot of Black Americans. Also, we got to look out for everybody else, quote unquote, some Black folks, or many Black folks mentality. While these folks can be walking right in front of you, and at the drop of a dime, they turn around and shank the shit out of your stupid ass. You got white on white crime taking place right here. That's what this is. If it was real, this is white on white crime. Okay.
Oh, but they're not going to label it as such. They're not
Yeah.
going to label it as
Well,
such.
that's why I'm saying it on a live, brother Negro. I got to say white on white crime if it's real. Okay. I'm saying it's not. But if it's real, this is white on white crime. And their inability, highest paid in the land, you guys supposed to be top flight security. The inability to protect your past president with a display of this on a world stage. You don't think other folks from different countries are salivating, chopping at the bit, looking at this? Like if it's this easy, to get a light lick on your former president, it's up. Brother Wolf, let me go to Wolf. I mean, listen, this is Wolf. If you're looking at this and you saying, I got, man, this is like, I'll listen, I'll put myself there real quick, and then I'm gonna go to the professional. Okay. Yeah, in this moment we go to the professional. I'm looking at this like, if anybody just off a cooking type of time, somebody put me in a diner and say, listen, I need you to make me a cheeseburger, and I'm gonna look at him like, is that it? Are you serious? That's the way I'm gonna look. You asking me to make you a cheeseburger? Man, get your ass up out of here. So I can only imagine the enemies that these United States have made with other countries, and they see this shitty display of securing a former president. They have to be saying in their minds, this is going to be light work. Brother Wolf, how does this resonate with you, sir?
So you remember this. The detail that Donald Trump gets is authorized by the president. Any candidate running.
Hold on. Spin that back. I think folks didn't hear you, sir.
Yeah.
The say
detail that he gets is authorized by the president.
Come on.
So Biden's detail is going to be different than Trump's detail because Biden is the current president. So he's going to have everything at his disposal. You would think that Trump would have everything at his disposal, but it's not. There should have been some drones up just to survey the land.
Hey, Wolf, you know what's crazy? Mm-hmm. We're going to go right back to you. I'm not even going to be long with this. When we were filming From the Soil in California, while we were protesting, we put the drones up in the air.
Yeah.
So the mere fact that you're saying on that level, there should have been drones in the air. This is what I'm saying. Like, are you hinting at maybe Biden try to set him up for the L? I mean, hold on
I'm
now.
saying if there was a request made for extra protection, knowing the hostility between both parties, the hatred. I'm talking about the hatred. These are two men who couldn't even shake hands on a debate stage.
Come on.
And their people do not like one another. Let's keep this a buck. We're not going to act like that people like Biden and people like Trump. There's some serious hatred out here. Hatred and hatred. Okay? So when I look at this, I'm looking at a Secret Service collapse. A great collapse. I mean, he probably should have had up the little glass sheet, the little glass proof protection.
Come on, talk that, right?
Okay.
Was he better off with the Proud Boys? Stand back and stay away?
Nah. Brother Moore said Trump gonna be in that Pope mobile moving forward, huh?
Well, again, brothers, I mean, see, I don't play with the whole gun piece because I know that you can't take back that shot. Once you pull the trigger, it's done. It's done. Whether you're by yourself or whether you're in the crowd, you can't take it back.
Right.
If it's theater, let's say it's theater, hypothetical, then you're saying that I'm willing to see some collateral damage. Because if I don't get shot, then somebody else is going to get shot.
Come on.
Are you willing to live with that plan? We're not just talking about just a plan. We're not talking about just an attempt assassination. We're talking about if I miss, I'm going to hit something, somebody. Can you live with that? Because we already get reports that at least one person is dead and somebody else is injured. And we heard multiple shots. Now, I'm of the opinion that the people closer to the shooter heard gunshots. And the further away, you're going to hear pop, pop, pop. You don't know what the hell you're hearing. You just know, y'all hear that? Because, again, if you go to the gun range, right, you know what the shots sound like because you're in a closed environment. So pop, 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 pop. That's why I say if you have a shooting in your house, you're going to be disoriented because it's an explosion. Your pictures, your certificates are coming off the wall. That's how powerful the recoil is. That's how powerful the blast is. Unless you got a silencer on. Okay? So the closer you are, you don't know what the hell you're hearing. But to those who was right there within feet of the sniper, you're hearing gunshots. You know what the hell, that's gunshots. But for those folks that are 150 yards away, that don't sound like gunshots. It could sound like a backfire. You know, in your house, and you hear a backfire go off in the car. You hear pow. Oh, that's a backfire.
Right.
That's what it would sound like to folks on that stage. But the ones again who were right there by the sniper, they know that was gunshots. So I'm not surprised about the people behind him not moving until he pops down. They say, "Oh shit, it must be a shooting going on." And then if that sniper behind him was the one who took the shot, because I heard multiple gunshots. I heard about 20 gunshots. I'm seeing the video right there with the sniper, and I'm looking for his body movement because when you pull that trigger on that rifle, that body gonna move. I'm seeing how many times that body moved. And I'm saying maybe once or twice, but it was multiple gunshots. So it should have been at least 2 or 3 teams of snipers.
Right. Come on.
Okay.
Come on. That part. See? Well, gentlemen, I mean, this is I still see the play happening and playing out the way we anticipated. But y'all gotta keep in mind these gestures, you know, they all varying for a position in the royal court, ladies.
Well, hold on. Before you take it there, I got a little gift for Brother Lone Wolf. Yeah, I want to step on. Negro got some fire up there in the kitchen, but there's 2 links that you got there where I put the director of the Secret Service would like to tell us how she's operating the Secret Service moving forward, and then I have you a result of that move that she moved forward with. Oh yes, we got to walk this heifer down. Oh yes.
So the director is chiming in on the experience here.
Yes, she wants to chime in before the jesters do.
She was head of security for Pepsi. Say this around.
Wake it up, Lone. Wake it up, Lone. I know you was gonna go there.
Head of security for Pepsi. Okay, that's not you don't give a woman that's head of security for Pepsi the responsibility of over the whole Secret Service organization, national security. That's a DEI pit.
Come on.
Go with it, Chef.
Come on.
Press that play, Chef. Press that play now.
Yeah. Hold on, Wolf. Let me do this. Wolf. And this they wasn't prepared for this kind of cook up on
this for Lone Wolf, man.
Hold on. This is a Wolf cook.
To expand hiring, they're aiming to have 30% women recruits by 2030, and even allowed YouTube influencer Michelle Carre to train with agents.
But I'm very conscious as I sit in this chair now of making sure that we need to attract diverse candidates and ensure that we are developing
fair use, y'all. Let's keep playing this diverse. Look at it, DEI. Go ahead.
And giving opportunities to everybody in our workforce, and particularly women.
That workforce will be pivotal for
wait, and particularly who?
Which for the first time includes a former president who already has lifetime protection. Campaign season, which that work
and giving opportunities to everybody in our workforce, and particularly women.
Are those really real women, or are they trans women? I need some answers here, because this sounds like the expansion of the don't ask, don't tell policy.
Hey, Chef, see, and this when you play the second video for Negro. Answer that question.
I got it in the queue. Yeah. Listen, y'all share this thing out. Y'all didn't expect this kind of this. Y'all didn't expect this. We gave you a little bit of Nick. Now we go on where we need to go here. Okay. Y'all share this thing out and like this thing, family. Like and share this thing. Okay. Let's go a little bit. Let's go a little bit more here, y'all. Yeah. I like this broadcast. This is the one. Let's play this. A little DEI for you. To keep your eyes on that red marker there, y'all. This is DEI. The
Lone Wolf, she didn't even know where her holster was.
The efficiency of DEI, particularly for women. Nothing against our shorties, but hey, this ain't a good example of y'all capabilities, ladies.
Nah, Chef, see, particularly for white women, because I'm gonna drop a little stat here. We're not going off our feel. Hey, listen, we're not going off our feelings here. Let me drop you a number. It has come out from Pew Research that states that the majority, you want a number? 63%. 63% of DEI hires have gone to white women.
Come on, goddammit.
Is that the new affirmative action? Is that the new affirmative action?
Hey, Negro, you beat me to it, my why, Negro. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, goddamn. Yeah. It's the new affirmative action. That's a bubble fact. That's a bubble fact. Just give it the remix name. You got to have a remix.
Let me say this.
Yes, sir.
I want to keep my facts intact. Miss Cheeto, prior to her appointment to the Secret Service, she served as Senior Director in Global Security for Pepsi Company, which was responsible for directing and implementing security protocols for the company's facility in North America. Her role as PepsiCo involved developing risk management, assessment, and risk mitigation strategies. Now we get all these generals. We got even BlackRock.
Let him cook.
You go find somebody. She came on in 2022. Okay, September 17th.
Let him cook now.
Secret Service. And all she was doing was overlooking Pepsi facilities.
Let him cook.
Your DEI gonna kill America. All this diversity, inclusion, equality at the expense of people who know what the hell they're doing, you're gonna get exactly what you're looking for. Right. This. You ain't got to like Trump. You ain't got to like Biden. But you at least put people in position that's qualified to do the job.
Look at it.
Oh, she's qualified. She's white.
Couldn't find her ass if it was on her back, and it is. She can't even find that. Look at this.
It took her 12 seconds to find her holster.
Look at yeah.
We watched this.
Go
Let
ahead.
me tell you something. When you're in these critical moments, when that adrenaline is pumping, that's when that true training kicks in.
Come on.
As you're seeing now, her true training kicked in. Somebody passed her when she should never been passed.
Come on.
That's why I don't take no shortcuts when I train folks. Because when you finish long with firearms, go out there and shit get hot, right? Then whatever I taught you gonna kick in. That's why I don't get no breaks. What you saw was what kicked in for her. She was lost. Look at the woman. Look at her in the video.
All three of them, Lomo.
Training. She need to hit lwftraining.com. That's what it looked like.
Facts.
Huh?
all of them, Lomo. They want. I understand purveying the area, and my man, the RoboCop that jumped up on stage after Trump got shot. That he was a straight killer. He sleep standing up in his BDUs. That nigga ain't said a word in 12 years but pull the trigger. That's all that he done said. I saw how he looked and surveyed from left to right, covering your peripheral. They running around like chickens with their heads cut off. She about to cheddar bob herself.
Is this female leadership, family? I think is a great definition of a matriarchy, white women matriarchy leadership.
In chaos.
Come on.
Yeah, and to be clear, y'all, we ain't jumping on the women. That salute to the women out there that got hey, listen, man, I got women in my bloodline that got nasty shots. Salute to my Aunt Maxine, may she rest in peace. I never knew until she died that she said, "Oh yeah, you ain't know she used to keep the deuce on the 38 frame up in that purse." Salute to the ones that got a nasty shot. What we talking about is people who don't have the skill, but they point the finger at us. See, this is where the patriarchy is this is where black patriarchy, all of that is so important, because these men out here on the white side of the patriarchy, on that, which is really paternalism, their goal is to set up the distraction and the confusion, the men that is, oh, you niggas is on affirmative action. Ain't we done enough for you for welfare? All you DEI hires and all of that. Meanwhile, the wife bringing the tip home in the back door.
Let me say something. I have worked with some phenomenal female officers in every branch of the service and on the department, and they do an amazing job. Then I know there's some who just there for the check. And when shit gets hot, they break down. And we know who they are. And when we on these radios and going to these calls for services, and I'm hearing who's coming to back me up, I don't have no problem saying, send me some more units.
Come on, Wolf. Come on.
Send me some more. Because I'm going to listen to who's coming. Let's just keep it 100 right now.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't built for this. Don't let no check get your ass kicked.
Come on.
And what I saw in that video, confusion, scared, and just wishing this day would just end fast. Just, you know what, please, let's just get up out of here.
Get me up out of get me up out of here. That's one of them.
Yo, the KGB is laughing at this shit right now. The Chinese Red Army, they laughing at this shit right now.
Oh, yeah.
Those Iranian people that were saying death to America is laughing at this shit right here. This is the reason why our military numbers are low, because of performances like this. Nobody doesn't go to the service to come home in a pine box. They come home to be victors and victorious. And this is embarrassing to the American standard. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Trump's detail is not as deep as Biden's detail. Trust me when I tell you this. He does not have, now look, ain't nobody getting close to Biden like that. Biden got everything at his disposal, okay? Trump has to make a request. Matter of fact, he had put in a request, I think a week before that, he needed more people, and it was denied. Okay?
Hold on. Spin that back again. I don't think the person in the back heard that, Wolf.
I said he had put in a request for more people for his detail, and it was denied. Like RFK's, he wanted some Secret Service for him. It was denied. The approval comes from the White House family. Okay.
Hey, brother Lone Wolf, can they could Trump use Blackwater and all these other BlackRock and all these other agencies outside of the CIA or on top of his CIA?
Absolutely.
My question is, I look at it as shame on him then. You know, you're going to your political enemy for security and expecting to get covered. Shame on you. You have your ass out there unprotected. I can't co-sign that. Am I wrong to come at it that hard?
Absolutely. Because in this country that we in, right, after the death of JFK, after the assassination of JFK, okay, legislation was put in place to make sure the candidates that run for the office, they have Secret Service. And again, it's at the discretion of the president to certify how many people you get. Okay? And in our volatile environment, where the hatred is so obvious for both candidates, they're not going to give no help. Help yourself. I'm pretty sure now he may request some BlackWater, BlackRock, along with the Secret Service. I know the hell I would. I wouldn't be trusting the Secret Service. Not right now. No,
Yes,
because
sir.
they got too close.
Right.
Also, Bernie Sanders, I just posted up in there. Bernie Sanders was complaining on the trail when he was running for presidency. He was complaining to get Secret Service protection, and they denied it all the way up to like a majority of his case, majority of his campaign. And towards the end of it, he was receiving that because of his threats. So yeah, this is not the only candidate that was left unprotected historically. Bernie Sanders really did come to mind because I remember in 2016 that was some of his complaints and the reasons why he was backing out the race early. And that was done. I don't know if that was done by Hillary and them, but that's something that I wanted to throw in there. And I do have some receipts for that as well. One of the articles to support that.
That's a good point. Hey, brother Lone Wolf. Can you go back to that video, a frame on that video right there?
Which one,
you know,
sir?
the one with the one where she was trying to figure out whether she should put her sunglasses on or not.
Oh, yeah.
She was posing for the camera.
But brother Lone Wolf, do you happen to know the name of that armored vehicle that the president is getting in right there? I wonder, does anyone on the panel know the name that Donald Trump gives that armored vehicle that he is getting in right there?
Let me see what you're talking about. I gotta look. I don't know. I know Biden's called the Beast.
Mm-hmm. And so is Trump's.
Wait, he got the Beast Mobile, like in the 666 mobile?
Watch, wait a minute, Negro. Hey, Chef C, can you alley-oop that Bible verse? I think we need to have a little coming to Jesus moment right quick. Can you alley-oop that Bible verse to Brother Lone Wolf right there? Because nobody's taking this angle as well, Chef C, that Bible verse that I just hit you with right there. And it actually shocks me that nobody that I've heard, at least, I could be wrong, but I have yet to see anybody take this stance right here. Yeah, I need Lone Wolf on this one right here, man. This one, the heavy. We talking about theater. This where I'm. This my angle where I'm coming at it from. I got
Well, let me let,
goosebumps
let
on
me
this
let
one.
me zoom in here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me King James, huh? Let's see. Let's see what the let's see what the king got to say.
Yeah, what verse is
And
that?
and I saw one of his heads, as it were, wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. Well, wandered after the beast. Elaborate, sir.
And where's that coming from, Chef C?
Revelations 13, King James version.
I need to read the first 3 chapters and the last 3 chapters.
Mm.
We don't have
Because I
time.
know, right? Because I know the context is of that coming of that Antichrist.
Mm.
So y'all try to extend the conversation to the Antichrist. Can we just keep it on the assassination attempt?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I just had to throw in that one right there. We got people rolling around in beasts and deadly wounds all of a sudden popping up. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Mm. Well, let's keep it percolating here now. Listen. Hold on. Let's go back to your girl. You know, DEI. Mm. Let's play a little bit. We didn't play the whole thing here.
That workforce will be pivotal for the 2024 campaign season, which for the
Pivotal.
first time includes a former president who already has lifetime protection. Agents were there when Donald Trump was arraigned in New York.
We were able to work out the details ahead of time of how that particular day was going to go. But we will always ensure the safety of all of our protectees that we have.
Just
Cap.
Every time I see Pepsi. Pepsi Cola.
Oh.
Man, she was out there defending the formula, not the people.
Look.
Watch this. We're not going to act like for the last couple of years that DOJ, the Congress, the Senate, they haven't all been on the same page.
Come on.
They've been having hearings about everything. So we're not going to act like that Trump hasn't created no enemies in the DOJ. Not just with Biden, not with just half of America. The man got enemies everywhere. Biden has enemies everywhere. Okay? I think maybe Trump's more pronounced because the rhetoric he puts out there, lock them all up, send them all back.
SOBs, etc. Yeah.
Okay. Now we got the talk, he's a felon. Okay. What does that mean? A lot of folks that we like ain't been caught.
Right. Come on. That part. Now, see. But see, here's the interesting thing. You got to understand, and I respect it. What I respect is them revealing how they don't play for same day results. They play for the road. You play for the future. And with all due respect to to women, they know that certain environments just aren't built for women. And the mere plan to then say, hey, we're going to position these essentially DEI hirees, female hirees for the 2024 campaign season, right? Campaign season, not during presidency, but the campaign season. That tells me that they say, you know what, worst come to worst, you know what, we'll get the nigga killed.
Well, Doc, watch this. I don't know what picture, what video that you have that you're showing us. No, put it back on that picture first.
Okay. 1 second. There we go.
Now, if this is a picture of the Secret Service team, Look how they dressed. They dressed in black. They got Secret Service on the back. That shooter wasn't even dressed like them. He should have been taken out earlier.
Mm. Come on.
He stood out like a sore thumb.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay? My question is, again, why didn't they take him out when the first complaints came, before the shooting? Or if the snipers had their eyes on him from the giddy up, Trump never should have been on the stage.
Come on. That
That
part.
part. That part.
That part. All of that.
It looked nothing like the detail. So why is he allowed to stay on top of the roof? Come on, man.
So the breakdown, right? When we're talking about, and shout out to Brother Negro, them having quote unquote swept the area. Right? Is this a lack of, it comes from a lack of training for these new DEIs?
I think even the best swept areas, right? Still, when a person wants to
I would
get you,
consider
they'll get you. I don't, again, because we've been in a very volatile climate for the last couple of years.
Right.
He would have been, at my request, had the bulletproof vest that Barack had up there every time he spoke.
Shoot, even Raggedy
tough one
Kamala.
done. Tough one done.
Okay. I mean, I would have gave, because we know the tension in America is at an all-time high. People, celebrities, preachers, activists, legislators, just regular Joe Blow citizens have been calling for his death for the last couple of years. If we keep it a buck. And I've gone down the social media comments and people joking about him getting almost killed. It's sickening. It's very disturbing. And some of these folks call themselves Christians.
There it is.
Come on, Wolf.
Or followers of the teachings of whatever book you subscribe to. We don't promote this type of. We don't promote this. As a matter of fact, let me go here.
Yeah.
There's a scripture that says in Proverbs, right?
Come on.
6:19. These 6 things do the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked imagination, feet that be swift to run into mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among the brethren.
Come on.
Now, if you see yourself in this scripture, then God hates you. And you borderline being an abomination. See, we don't apply the scripture to ourselves. We always apply it to somebody else. Somebody, look, whether you like Trump or not, does he deserve death? Okay? Because a lot of us would rather him die than have the system of white male domination or the system of white supremacy to die. You'll sacrifice that one just to go back to the system that don't give a damn about you.
Come on with that damn talk. God damn.
Okay? That's what I'm seeing out here in these streets. They would rather have one man die and go back to the system of oppression than to deal with this system and let that one man live.
Well, we're seeing it every day, Brother Wolf. We're seeing it every day. All types of shapes and forms right now. The mere fact that the collective has yet to stand up to an obvious oppressive system and saying, nigga, I got mine, you get yours. It ain't me. Niggas is still on that. Period. It ain't me.
And I'm gonna go here too, because again, John 13 and 34 and 35, for all these folks who love bloodshed. And I teach this gun piece. We teach people how to stop the threat. Stop the threat means kill, man. Okay? But John 13, 34 and 35 says this: a new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another as I loved you. And by this love, all men will know that you're my disciples, because you have loved one another. And all this wanting and just celebrating the shooting, you out of pocket. You're out of pocket. You need to repent. You need to repent.
So Lone Wolf, speaking of that repenting, what do you do in a situation where the people who were talking the most vitriol towards Donald Trump, the people who, to your point, would rather see him keel over? I do believe some people do have a change of heart. I would say God has a funny sense of humor, especially with timing and multiples, and the joke is always on you. But then there's some people who fake the funk, where they can read the room well enough to know, well, let me pretend like I'm feeling this way, but I still really want to see this nigga dead. There's that out there too. Oh, I'm seeing all type of gesture auditions. I'm seeing all types of get well cards being sent to Trump, to people who wouldn't piss on his grave. And I'm just confused by it.
Wait, Coke. I gotta say, I'm even more confused. I gotta build on to exactly what you're saying. There's people that was laughing at George Floyd who didn't give a damn about Sandra Bland, but they care more about Trump. Black men, black women. We have a strong self-hatred in our community when it comes to our people. A strong self-hatred that has never been addressed and it never been removed, because it's cancerous to our people.
Well, I can't be mad with you. Listen,
I don't believe D.L. Hughley coming out saying that feels sorry for Trump. I don't believe Oprah Winfrey coming out saying that. I hope you get better, my boy. I don't believe none of that. I would wish that they would have a change of heart, but I don't believe it. I think that they're just auditioning for the next gesture in the change of the kingdom.
Interesting, sir. Well, let's see how those auditions are going, sir. I think we should pull up a couple auditions.
Oh, you got the auditions. Oh, we got jester auditions. I love the fact that Lone Wolf brought up too the fact that God don't like the jester, but the king does.
And they call it minstrel. For us as Negroes, we should be calling them minstrel faces. We need to call them minstrel clowns.
Yeah, back then they called. You're right. Back then, before the minstrel, they called them harlequins. The harlequin, just like the Prince Hall, just like the Prince Hall Masons. The harlequins were the black version of the jester, and then they became the minstrels. Yeah, so you're right about that. Yeah, but Lone Wolf hit me up. Yeah, I like that. God don't like the jester, but the king does. That's fascinating to me, right? Because God don't like people that sow discord amongst their own people, right, Lone Wolf?
Well, let me say this, so we can be on the same page. But you're right. It's a lot of things God don't like. Again, that's why I say there's the culture who don't give a damn. Anything goes, and then there's the belief system you subscribe to. And many of us go from the culture to the belief system because we know that the culture can't sustain us. When the culture changes, the belief system should still remain the same. Thou shalt not kill. If you're calling for his death, you're even breaking the commandment just by you thinking about it. The scripture says a man who thinks about the killing, he's already done it in his heart. A lot of these people, especially those who name the name of the Lord, they're out of pocket. They're out of order.
Come on.
Okay?
Come on.
1 Corinthians 13:4. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It's not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It's not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoice with the truth. What we saw was wrongdoing, and these jokers out here rejoicing. You out of pocket, man. Whether you like him or not, I don't care for Trump like that, but I don't wish no death on nobody. Man, y'all out of pocket.
Come on.
And I teach the gun piece. And to all my students, they know I'm praying no harm to anybody. But I got folks who don't even teach the gun. They can't wait to see blood. You got a bloodthirst. You out of pocket. You out of order, man. And if you're a Christian, you need to repent. And I mean that on everything I love.
Yeah, you understand? Shout out to the wolf, God damn it. Yeah, listen. Shout out to the wolf, ladies and gentlemen, in the building, if you didn't know. Shit.
Wolf cooking with all.
Yeah. This got wolf all over it. You know what type of time he be on. Certain pieces get the wolf work.
Man, wolf cooking with 4 burners right now.
That shooter was a lone wolf. My company is called Lone Wolf. I know about the wolf piece, man. And that wolf was out of order. This wolf is in order. Okay? We in order. That wolf right here, we in order.
You understand? Huh? Yes, indeed. Let's talk about these jesters now. Brother Coke, I'll give you the kitchen, man.
Well, really, I just want to know now. To be clear, I do believe that there is some wholehearted intent in this, but for some reason, I'm just trying to figure out who is the jester in this. I think they're all auditioning, truth be told.
Correct.
But I just got a sneaky suspicion that one of them just, one of them is suspect. I just don't know which one it is yet. But a lot of these, so look how fast these folk have a change of heart. Maybe I'm just trying to figure out, I hope they are truly repenting, as Lone Wolf said, or are they just posturing?
It's all theater. Let's read it off real quick. Regardless of political affiliation, an attack on any leader is an attack on our democracy. My thoughts are with Trump and his family, tweeted Oprah Winfrey. Let's go to the next one. We must reject violence in all forms. Wishing a speedy recovery to Donald Trump. Bill to the gates. Political violence is never justified. This is a tragic event for our nation, shared from your president, your former president, for some of you, your first black president, Barry Soetoro Barack Hussein Obama. Next, I'm deeply disturbed by the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. We need to come together and promote peace, wrote Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, they don't want to be on that list when Trump comes into office, family. Let's keep it 1,000.
Yeah, keep going.
They don't want to be on that list.
Chef. Keep going, Chef. I'm calling that one as a gestress. That's the first gestress.
Let me get an appetizer. Actually, no, this is dessert. This horrific act underscores the need of unity and respect in our political discourse. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. People's eyebrow. Fuck out of here. Let's keep on going. Prayer for President Trump and his family. Violence has no place in our society. Shared Hillary Clinton. Ain't that misfired?
I take it back. That's the one.
Yeah. Let's keep on going. Interesting. Look at the jokes everybody running plays here. Ain't this some shit? This is a sad day for America. Oh shit. We must stand united against such violence tweeted George W. Bush, President, former President George W. Let's keep on going. This act of violence is an attack on all Americans. My thoughts are with Trump and his family. Chris Pratt, actor Chris Pratt. Okay. Now, wishing Donald Trump a speedy recovery. Our nation must heal and come together. Mark Cuban. I always have my eyes on Mark Cuban. No, I ain't even gonna hold nobody. Let's keep on going. They gotta get this one out here. Political differences should never lead to violence. My prayers are with Donald Trump. Tweeted some of y'all go LeBron James. Let's keep on going. Boy, they rolling out. They showing you the payroll. Just to be clear, y'all.
Where's Omarosa? Where's
Hold on, hold on.
Omarosa?
Hold on. Let me say this. I need to say this. They are showing you the expense report. Don't be confused. This is the expense report. Account receivables for my business folks. The attempt on Trump's life is unacceptable. We must foster a climate of respect and dialogue. Posted Mala Yashawafaya, whatever you say that name is. Violence against any political figure is a threat to democracy. We must stand together against such acts. John Legend. Wishing Donald Trump a swift recovery. Let's work towards a more peaceful and respectful society. Tailored Swift. Hence, I hope y'all heard how I said that. Tailored Swift. Let's keep going here. My heart goes out to Donald Trump and his family. We must condemn all forms of political violence. Justin Timberlake. Oh, the original Ronda Rousey, male version. Anyway, let's keep going. This is a stark reminder of the importance of civility in our political discourse. Praying for Donald Trump. Jennifer Washed Up Aniston. Black, look at the fist in the air. Yeah, listen, ladies and gentlemen. For me, when I look at that, I see both sides of the political theater playing out in full effect. You not gonna play with me. And Black America, stop continuing to allow yourself to be fooled. Okay? These are games. The biggest pimp are these people in positions of power. Pimping the shit out of you. Playing on your emotions. Okay? They roll out some of your favorites. Oprah, you get a car, you get a car. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, people's eyebrow. If you smell the bullshit that you're cooking, nigga, I smell it. It's burning the house down. You understand? Let's get ready to wrap this damn thing up. Brother Coke to the Sharpton, sir. You got the flow, man. What's your last words on this matter here, sir?
Hey man, my last words is this is an awesome. Listen, this was so awesome, man, that I'm a little bit tied up here because I'm gnawing on these neck bones and this porterhouse steak that Lone Wolf done cooked up on these 4 burners, man. I got a lot to marinate on here, bro. I'm serious on that one.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Salute the brother Coke Sharpton in the building. Brother Negro. What's your last words on this matter, sir? And how they can get a hold of you and what you got coming down the pipeline, sir?
You're gonna find us at Pat Talk, coming up in August. So please be supportive. Please get your tickets. Get them while they hot. All right. So that's one of the first and foremost thing. You will definitely see me there. I will have an exhibit there, talking what I talk about. on Pat Talk. You will definitely, or Patriarchy Talk. You'll definitely will see me on those Twitter streets, fan base, Instagram, you name it, I'm probably on it. Look for the Negro Black Knights Heritage Club. You see the signs, you see the logos, y'all know what time it is. So definitely reach out to us. Also, we do have some cases that we'll be giving some updates to in the future of court cases, since people don't think that we're not busy, that the office is closed. Nope, nope. They're still getting legal paperwork back and forth. So I'll definitely provide some updates with that in a couple of weeks or so. So I definitely want to keep you posted about that. Everybody, make sure you stay on code and get ready so you won't have to be ready. Don't be a victim like Donald Trump. That's what I'm going to say to that. Don't be a victim. Be a victor.
Salute to the Negro in the building. Brother Juan J. Johnson, this particular episode, this was your broadcast, sir. Okay. Just because of the nature of what it is. But any last words from you and how they can get a hold of you and what you got coming down the pipeline?
Again, whether you see this as an attempt assassination or political theater, this country is not going to ever be the same again. Never. Okay. Whatever happened prior to yesterday, this is a whole different day. And you need to be ready for whatever happens. There are people who are happy as a fat kid in a chocolate store. You had folks who were sad, like they had just gone through a funeral. And a lot of emotions came out of people yesterday. Emotions that folks never thought they had came out. And somebody somewhere is going to go somewhere with those emotions. Okay? Again, this is not who I am. I don't want to kill nobody. And you shouldn't want to kill somebody. And you shouldn't want people killed. But I will say this, defend yourself even if you have to stop the threat. And that means kill somebody. You can reach me at lwftraining.com. Okay, that's lwftraining.com. You see me on Facebook, Juan J. Johnson. See me on Twitter, Social X, Juan J. Johnson. You can see me on YouTube, Juan J. Johnson, or Lone Wolf Firearms Training. But whatever you do, this is the, and we're going to be at that Pat Talk, 8/24/24. I'll be speaking. Get your tickets now. I think the subscription should be in the comment section. Sign up now for your Pat Talk. We're gonna be coming strong. Pause. We're going long.
Pause. Yeah.
But we're gonna have some fun. But again, just get your guns. Get your guns. Get your guns.
Most definitely. Salute to our brother Juan J. Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Hell of a broadcast. Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen. Today you're facing a society that has shown its intentions for you. It is in your greatest interest to be proactive than react. I want to thank everybody for joining us here today. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are tapped in to the Patriarch Summit. It is going down August the 24th. We are still taking contributions because we need them, ladies and gentlemen. Scan the QR code right on the screen. Okay? Or feel free, hit my Cash App you see in the bottom, $ FTS49 if you're catching the replay. Contribute to the efforts. Definitely, most importantly, I would love to see you all there. Tangible items will be provided to you that you can take home. This isn't a get-together just to feel good. You will be informed. You will be educated. You will have tangibles leaving this particular event, and there will be a follow-up. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. I want to thank everybody for joining me here today. This is On That Next Podcast, and I'm your host, Chef C from New Jersey. And remember, in a system of white degeneracy, you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. I'm out.